course, it's always the black women with weaves who want to hate on my beautiful, free-form, curly dreadlocks. It's like, no. Bye, Shaquandra.
Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
I really need this money, Nate. Push harder. You're almost there now. Go lover. Make mama proud. And when we're done, I don't wanna feel my leg. And when we're done, I just wanna feel your hands all over me, baby. You can't stop it. Music's still playing in the background. Music still playing in the background. And you almost there. You can do it, I believe it, baby. The close from here, baby, I'ma be your motivation.
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy. Dummy.
I'm gonna let you know right now, your mama's a hoe. It doesn't matter that that's your mama and what your certain feelings about her. Your mama is a hoe. She's a hoe.
I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats.
I beg your pardon?
I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Because I've lost all respect for that bitch. B-I-C-T-H. And I'm standing on it.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
I told you to do Biden. Now we done lost a damn vote. We done lost a vote. That's gonna go to Trump. God damn. Worshiping these people like they're God. Ain't nobody worshiping them. But God damn it, Chris, we need somebody in there with mother sense.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been. 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 What we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has been. What 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 can be unburdened by what has been. Who we can be, unburdened by who we have been. What can be, unburdened by what has been. Where we can be, unburdened by where we have been, and unburdened by where we are right now. What can be, unburdened by what has been. What can be, unburdened by what has been. What can be, unburdened.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
My man.
My booty pink, my booty whole brown. What a nigga, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch toes. Pound town, just left pound town. Booty pink, my booty whole brown. What a nigga, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga. Oh, yeah.
See my man.
My booty pink, my booty whole brown. What a nigga, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch.
I have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelmed? Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed? I would have been. Have you ever been swallowed up? 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 Have you ever been swallowed?
Well, hello there, everyone. Hey there, besties. It's Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. So finally, we're going to get to crime is down. We already know that crime is down, right? Okay. So we're going to take a look at that in a moment. Let me go ahead and make sure I first say thank you all for being here. Shout out to all of the channel members. Shout out to all of the mods. I appreciate you. I see you. Let me go ahead and thank Eyes for the first super chat as always. I appreciate you, hun. She said, hey, y'all. Sis, my 600-pound, like, oh my God, girl, you watch that too? Eyes. 600-pound review at 10. Folks have been asking, so we going back to the beginning. Forbidden Love, I think Saturday afternoon, you're going to love them. Eyes. Oh my God. It's bad enough I'm watching that other, what is it called? Child, what is it called? I'm watching, what is the one? Fiance in Reverse, where they move over to the other they don't come to America, but they go over to the other people's, they go over to the other people's country. And then there's that one named Child is crazy. I don't even know if Eyes is here, but she got me onto that show now that I've never in my life watched until I met Eyes. And it's half damn crazy, but it's definitely funny. It's definitely that Michael guy that's from Africa. He married that old white lady, then got over here and left her. Who didn't see that was coming? I feel like I just saw the update. She tried to sue him to make him go back to Africa, and I think that she lost. 90 Day the other way. I blame you, Eyes. I blame you. Okay, but I don't even know what that girl is. She with that goofy ass white dude who ran away. When she found out he did something in the United States, and now she's pregnant. I was like, these people are crazy, y'all. Shout out to the Passport Bros, child, because these biatches is crazy no matter where you go. I'm just saying. It's crazy. Listen, that's my entertainment, though. Shout out to MICHONDENYSE for letting me know, child. Half damn crazy. Shout out to Luke Hazley in the building. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Always great to see you. Shout out to Luke Hazley and Maggie, the substitute teacher, doing the damn thing, trying to teach these biatches, okay? They be trying to teach these biatches, but I've come to the conclusion it's all a lost cause. Good luck to y'all, of course. Everybody, anybody that I can find that I can send over, I'm sending them over there, okay? Because they all need some help. I just said it. I meant it. So get mad at your mama. Shout out to Idies the Trap in the building. I see you, hon. I appreciate you. He said, daily reminder, come alive. Is a communist from Marxist. All right, we got to be careful around here. But thank you so much. So I appreciate your support. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, get into this chat. All right. So y'all, listen, before we get into it, all right, you coloreds. Oh, you coloreds. You are something else. I tell you, y'all are something else, child. All right, so I'm sure you all have seen the post that I've been making today because you coloreds have no type of self-control whatsoever, no type of discernment. You are absolutely insane, in my opinion, okay? Because you say the dumbest things, and then you probably have ABCD, PhDs, MBAs, and all those things, all right? Help me understand why it always has to be an insult. It has to be negativity. You have to come at me like you know me. Y'all don't even know me and you're triggered. Why are you so triggered? Why are you so triggered? Because I know you here. I know you listening. We might only have 76 total right now between both accounts. I know you'll be here at some point. I just don't get, why is it that you have no type of self-control? Why is it that you think that you have control over anything when you clearly don't even have control of yourself? Y'all really think you Rasputia around this bitch. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. Shout out to Jay Gray. Thank you so much, honey. Said, hey, Miss Shawn, it was good seeing you in Willie's chat. Shout out to you, hon. I come through ever so often. Don't typically comment, but I was into it that day. I felt like trolling. So shout out to Willie Williams Live and to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But just say, for instance, when I'm watching Willie, when I get a chance, y'all know, I watched Take Heed to the Message. Shout out to Take Heed to the Message. And RBN when he works. Kofa when he works. Child, do these people work anymore? MICHONDENYSE. She's late. She's a little late, but I try to come through. And just imagine if I trolled them because those are my people. But imagine if I went to somebody's chat who I don't even talk to. Like, I talk to the people that I've named. But just imagine me going over to Willie Williams, who don't know me. He might know of me, but he don't know me from a can of paint. And I start leaving comments talking about, Willie, I don't like that you talking about black women. How dare you talk about black women? I would look like a damn idiot. I would look like an idiot. Imagine me saying, Willie, I like when you talk negatively about Tiffany Henyard, but when you talk about Kamala, I don't like you then. Coloreds, I need you to help me understand what the fuck is wrong with y'all. Shout out to Take Heed to the Message, because what she says over there in her chat is scroll the fuck up. So I'm going to go ahead and take that from her and just try to understand why y'all can't scroll the fuck up. Why can't you just shut the fuck up as well? I start talking about my language. I'm coming for you too. I'm a grown ass woman. I say what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want, how the fuck I want. Cause don't nobody around here pay no bills up in here. As in this daggone chat or listening to this daggone video. Except for y'all that donate. Shout out to y'all for taking care of my coffee habit. I appreciate you. Stopped to get a pink drink. I didn't need it. That's why I was late. I was like, I'm getting me a pink drink. F that. All right. Anyway, I'm just trying to understand why you have absolutely no self-control. I'm trying to understand why is it that it's okay for you to talk negatively about someone and being a black person and then turn around talking about somebody else talking about a black person. I'm confused how that works. Have you heard of the word hypocrisy? Have you heard of the word hypocrite? Have you heard of that before? I mean, y'all up here, Ricky Smiley gonna come out here and talk all his sugar honey iced tea, but I know y'all will support him. But for some reason, you're gonna sit up here and be mad at me. Why? Because I'm pointing out the truth about Kamala? Because I point out the truth. I ain't even been talking about that biatch in days. Y'all still mad. I'm confused. I ain't even talking about that biatch. She ain't got shit to talk about. What she got to talk about? Ain't shit on the daggone site. She put Tim Tom on up that bitch, and she won't talk to anyone one-on-one. What the hell is there to talk about? Y'all want to go blindly voting for somebody that ain't gonna do shit for you, ain't trying to do shit for you, ain't trying to talk about what she doing for nobody. And I promise you, you'll be disappointed again. You'll be in the same position yet again. You'll be getting nothing more than you got before the last 4 years, the 4 years before that, the 4 years before that, nor the 4 years before that. It don't matter who the fuck the president is. Y'all out here worrying about some damn symbolism, and then you'll turn around and someone will say something. Black women are disproportionately affected because in their brain, they're disproportionately out of their damn minds. It don't make sense. Shout out to Luke Hazley. That's true. She over here taking freaking talking points and trying to say that they're her policies. So she just going to do whatever Donald Trump does. Child, I ain't heard the words, what is it called? What's it called? Project 2025 lately. Is that because you colors are out of my algorithm, or you finally trying to shut the F up? Because you looking crazy. Because the only thing that what you're doing is you're pushing people away for where the hell it is that you think that you want them to go. Why would anyone listen to all of y'all when you sound stupid? I said that. I meant that. You're sitting up here saying that you want someone to vote for someone, and if they don't say what you want, then you attack. But you think that I have not attacked Kamala at all. We talk exactly about what she got to offer. Nothing. We talk about exactly what the hell it is she says. Nothing. Y'all want to sit up here and act like Donald Trump going over there to the NABJ was a bad thing. They treated him like shit. Y'all see that as a victory. Then when someone says that black women, because I'm coming for y'all right now, are negative and nasty and have a bad attitude, and you look at something like that and y'all see positivity in it, and you're going to listen to these damn blogs. Child, I don't know why y'all think that you got some control over here on this channel. That's the real tea right now, because I will talk about whoever I want, whenever I want, however I want, and I don't give a fuck. But the more important thing is that it's only about what you like. Why do you think I'm supposed to do what the fuck you do? So you like when I talk about Tiffany Henyard. You love that. Y'all have said it too many times in the fucking comments. I love when you talk about Tiffany. Ha ha ha. You're so funny when you talk about Tiffany. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But as soon as somebody say something about Kamala that ain't even really about her personally, you mad. How does that make sense? Either you love black people or you don't. Or you down for black people or you're not. You pro-black or you not. You're not. You're bullies. At the end of the day, you're bullies. You ain't gonna bully me, but that's all you are. You're a flip-flopper. That shows me that you don't know shit. I don't care about what it is that I might not know. I have no problems with saying about something that I don't know. You dumbasses refuse to acknowledge what you don't know. You refuse to say that you did something wrong. You refuse to acknowledge that you look half damn crazy. You sit up here and you're going to go listen to fucking Roland Martin. You want to talk about how nobody's supposed to talk about black women. He over there attacking a black woman named long neck Harris Faulkner. You ain't got shit to say about that. That's okay. Because she a Republican, she a conservative, whatever the fuck she is. That's okay. How much sense does that make? So she not a black woman first? She don't have a black mama? Since y'all come back to that dumb shit, even though you don't know who the fuck's mama is, black, white, or anything else. You gonna sit up here and listen to Ricky fucking Smiley, and you gonna try to act like that he's the authority on every damn thing? Well, you got a black mama, you D9, and Martin Luther King. Y'all, Martin Luther King and all the rest of them rolling over to their graves because they sitting up here and saying, these hypocritical idiots, how the hell did we come to have all this shit passed? We wanted people to be chosen by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. Y'all sitting up here doing the exact thing he said he didn't want. Is it me? Did I miss something? Did I miss a meeting? Did I also miss where Kamala became the second coming of Jesus Christ? Because I'm telling you, she ain't for me. She ain't my Jesus Christ. She ain't my Lord and Savior. I tell you that. Why do y'all want so badly? All y'all care about is fucking symbolism. You're voting against your own selves at the end of the day. You don't know anything because you're too busy listening to blogs and fucking Roland and Ricky Martin, child, whatever his name is, Ricky Smiley, my bad. Ricky Smiley, blonde hair, appropriating white woman culture, Joy fucking Reid. But as soon as somebody got a fucking, white person is twerking, cultural appropriation. What the fuck are you doing? Out here going to the damn landfill to get fucking hair? You that down bad? Oh yeah, you are. My bad. Bottom of list that obviously you should be at the bottom of. I'm gonna leave it at that. We are absolutely where we belong, at the bottom of fucking lists that don't make no damn sense, and it's your own fucking fault. Ain't got shit to do with white supremacy, discrimination, nor racism. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You sitting up here fighting to freaking delete your own damn kids. You are fighting to delete your own damn kids. You are fighting to delete your own. That shit, girl, if you can make your ass down to Jamaica and wherever the hell else y'all be going, child, wherever, Mexico, Indonesia, child, wherever the hell y'all be going, but you can't make your way over to California to get the AB that you want. Go tell that lie to somebody who don't know no better. Your priorities are your priorities. You're lazy MFers who want someone to take care of your ass, and I promise you, Kamala ain't gonna take care of you. Did you hear me say Donald Trump was gonna take care of you? I did not. But that's what you seemingly hear because somehow, some way, nobody's allowed to talk about Kamala. Fuck her and fuck you too. I can talk about whoever the fuck I want. She the one that wants my motherfucking vote. Just because you want to give her shit for symbolism purposes. And when Roland is up there doing his stroll in the White House, and when Ricky over there doing his stroll in the White House, and you on the outside looking in, remember your symbolism. Because that's what we're going to take into 2025. If she gets elected, because like I said, either one, it don't matter to me because I'm going to be all right. Y'all the one that's going to have problems. Not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all the ones that's going to have problems. Y'all the one worrying about white people. Y'all the one worrying about racism. Y'all the one saying that it's not right, it's not fair. Y'all the ones that said you ain't getting shit. Y'all the ones mad because not now one of these presidents gave you whatever the fuck you looking for. You still sitting around waiting for reparations. Keep waiting. Sit your ass down and keep waiting. Wait on the fucking side of the curb along with the trash can. Because I'm telling you, you gonna have the problem. You can't even control your damn mouth. You can't control your damn keyboard. And you think that you gonna tell me shit? You can't even come from a decent agree to disagree. You can't even come from we agree to disagree. It's interesting though. You love the negativity for Tiffany Henyard. Shout out to Tiffany Henyard. She about to be my new best friend. Tiffany Henyard about to be my new best friend. Tiffany Henyard about to be my new best friend. I'm about to call her up and say, boo, what can I do? Can I contribute to your campaign fund? Okay. Because I'm not really understanding how if you love black people so much that you like for me to speak on Tiff, but you somehow, some way don't like speaking about the person who's going to have more to do with your life than Tiffany damn Henyard, unless you living down there in Dalton or the township. But I'm pretty sure who made that daggone comment, specifically the one that I just put up, don't live down there. I promise you that person don't live down there. So you the one that's going to have issue. You the one that's going to be scared. These are the people that want to say about what the ancestors said. Isn't that what Ricky said? The ancestors did all this. We the new ancestors. Motherfucker, you are not an ancestor for me at all. What the fuck is Ricky Martin? Child, why I keep saying that? What the fuck has Ricky Smiley done to make me think that I would ever utter the words that I'm going to honor you? Have a fucking radio show? Who listens to the radio, Bueller? Who is listening to the radio anymore, Bueller? I don't even remember last time I listened to the damn radio. He's sitting up here talking about the ancestors. He's the new ancestors. If that's your new ancestors, no wonder y'all keep staying at the bottom. Stay at the bottom. That's clearly where black people need to be. Yeah, I know, right? Sorry, y'all. I don't know why he's on my mind, child. Anyway, you just prove yourselves all the time. Coloring all the time. You make no damn sense, but you think that you know everything, and people can see that you look crazy. You look crazy. And you sitting up here attacking a black woman over a difference of opinion doesn't make any sense at all. I never said a thing. Clearly, these people are new. Shout out to everybody that's been here for a while. Clearly, these people are definitely new. Because I dare any of y'all to tell me or show me where I ever said I love Donald Trump. I'm checking for Donald Trump, Bueller. Anybody ever heard me say that? Bueller. Anybody? What have I ever said about Donald damn Trump? Y'all know how I feel about him, and y'all know what it is. But you idiots, just because I got questions for Kamala, now all of a sudden I love Donald Trump. I promise you I've never said that. You'll never hear me say that. You've never seen me say that. Nothing close to it. Nothing close to it. But y'all so closed damn minded. You too busy being led. You're too busy being the damn sheep that you're going to turn around and tell somebody else what the fuck they are and then toss out some fucking Project 2025. We're ahead of the curve, regardless of whether people know it or not. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the besties. We are ahead of the curve. Because when those 20 points came out, as far as Trump, and I showed y'all it, we already knew about it. Why is that new news? How come nobody can go and take a look at anything? How come no one seems to be able to do any research? Shout out to Tiffany Henyard for letting us know that we need to go ahead and do some research. That's why we found so much out about her. That's how we found so much out about Dalton and Thornton Township. I'm just trying to understand, what the fuck do y'all want? I'm just trying to understand, what the fuck do y'all want? You control nothing. You can't even control yourself. You cannot even control yourself. And then want to try to act like it's white supremacy. White people ain't your problem. You your problem. You your problem. You don't even hang out with white people, so how can they be your fucking problem? Systemic racism, shut the fuck up. What are you trying to get where systemic racism hurt your ass? Help me understand what it was. Y'all sitting up here talking about, everyone doesn't have to own a home. It's okay to rent. Do y'all not know anything of it? Y'all, that's all right. I already know. You open your mouths and I can tell. Of all the things that I don't know, I'm going to tell you what I do know. Fucking finances and money. I might not be able to calculate anything other than my paycheck, but I tell you what, I know about it. And I know every time you open your mouths, you show how ignorant you are with regard to money. And that's why you remain at the bottom. And then you'll sit up here and say that it's white people's fault. No, it's your fault, because the library is open to everyone. I just saw that they took the CEO of Starbucks on up out of there and replaced them with, I forget, some dude from, I forget where he's from, right? And I'm like, all right, don't take these sales away, because then that's going to be a problem for me, right? But of course, the stock dipped where the man left from, and I think Starbucks actually dipped. I never even thought about buying any Starbucks. I should, as much as I drink the shit, right? But Chipotle, shout out to you, hon. I appreciate you. So the Chipotle guy, do y'all pay attention to anything other than to the blogs? Do you know anything that's going on? Do you know how anything works as far as finance is concerned? Do you know anything about the fact that there's money out there for everyone who really wanted to own a motherfucking home? Y'all sitting around here still waiting for Joe to wipe away your student loans, which he is still doing. Just by the way, I'm just saying. But all y'all looking for is a fucking handout. Let's be honest right here, right now. You just want someone to take care of you, and then you think you want to tell somebody else what to do. That's not even directed just to women. This is all in. This is for all you coloreds, all right? If it don't apply, let it fly. But I know somebody gonna come through and have something dumb to say because that's just your MO. My bad. That's just your MO. Do something for your damn self. Yeah, you probably need to get the hell up off of YouTube, to be perfectly honest with you. If all you can get up off of MSNBC, CNN, and any of the other ones that I don't even know, and go open a fucking book, go to a museum, turn off the TV and get off the fucking phone. Do something other than what the hell it is that you're doing because your mind is closed. Get off the internet for real because you listening to blogs. You don't even realize that the shit is out here to slant shit to their way. That's how silly y'all are. I'm gonna be nice. That's how silly y'all are. You just saw Kai Cenat sit up here and say they came to him of all people because they know he's got the freaking black people following him, the younger ones for sure. I don't watch that man. He's a child to me. Try to get him to support Kamala. Clearly, he ain't for sale. Clearly, Meg Thee Stallion is. Clearly, Meg Thee Stallion is. But that's who you want to relate to. And then whoever's talking about going to call me a Candace Owens clone, like that's supposed to hurt my feelings. So you just compared me to a successful black, married with children, self-employed business owner of several businesses, which I don't know what her husband does. I ain't going to hold you. And she ain't out here begging. She ain't out here looking for the government to give her anything. She ain't out here on TV talking about, I'm going to go to the landfill and get some wigs. She ain't out here talking about, how come you put me out? It's not right. It's not fair. She ain't out here saying defund the police, then turn around talking about why didn't the police come timely? Child, please. Y'all, go tell somebody who don't know. We've been talking about this too damn long. We have been talking about this too damn long. If you ain't got nothing intelligent to offer, don't say anything at all. And if you're not sure, just shut the fuck up and scroll the fuck up. Shout out to Take Heed to the Message and move the fuck on because I don't give a damn. Don't even come here for Tiffany Henyard. Move the fuck on. There's plenty of other people talking about her. I just looked at my analytics today. There's plenty of them. I seen them all. Don't come here because I don't need you. I don't need no subscriber that bad. I promise you. Ain't nobody here going to talk to me any old way. Think they going to say whatever the fuck they want and I see it and you going to get away with it. Okay? I'm telling you right now. If you can't be a mature adult, because most of y'all probably old. Most of y'all probably as old as me, if not older, sounding like a fucking kid. I can give people 25 and under a pass. Y'all, I cannot. I can give them a break. Y'all, I cannot. Y'all, I cannot. You too fucking old for this. Keep listening to fucking Roland Martin. Keep that shit over there on his channel. Keep that shit over there on his channel. Shout out to Derek Gaines. I appreciate you, member, for 11 months. Let's go. I'm moving on. Shout out to you, and I appreciate you. Shout out to Upward Man in the building. I see you. I appreciate you, honey. Says Bloomington, Cali here. California, my bad. Bloomington, California here. Shout out to you, Mrs. Michonne. I love the rant. Don't hurt yourself, man, but keep preaching. We love you. # welcome to Death Row. Shout out to TC and the Upward Man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who's here. I'm done with it. Okay. But let me go ahead and show y'all what's going on with Big Tiff, my new bestie child, but I'm going to still show you what's going on. So for those that didn't know, there's a special Thornton Township meeting tomorrow. And the agenda is out. So tomorrow at 6 CST, which will be 7 EST for me, they're going to have a Thornton Township meeting, child. I don't even know if I'm going to make it or not. It's up in the air. I don't know if anyone is live streaming it. So we might be doing that tomorrow. We might not. But it looks like Chris and what is her name? Carmen have called this meeting. So at the bottom of this, it's signed by Christopher Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle. So they're the ones that are putting this out. So they basically, in my opinion, want to do the same thing that they just saw do over in Dalton, which is tie the purse strings up so she can't be out here wilding. We waiting to see if Kiki Wyatt shows up on Saturday. That's Ty Tribbett, I think, and Kiki Wyatt's supposed to be there on Saturday. You know Big Tiff gonna live stream that. We here for it, Big Tiff. Shout out to Tiffany Henyard, child. She about to be mayor again and supervisor, okay? Sorry, y'all. So the special meeting Thursday, August 15th at 6. This is the agenda. So they're going to go over general assistant bills, motion to approve bills, excluding K-signs and designs for $3,200. So it looks like they're going to be paying some things out. Possible motion to approve additional GA bills, general assistance bills. Now it says second is general fund bills. Now I don't know if somebody's here that can explain what the hell this means from Thornton Township. It says motion to approve the following bills. Child, look at all these DJs. DJ Experience, 600, 600, 600, 600, 600, and 500. Damn, they partying down there. Woo! ADP screening for 5,000, 5,500 basically. Security, plumbing. There's 3 plumbings, one for $1,034. This AT&T is like a regular bill, but why is that on here? These things look so random. Right? There's plumbing here. These are all small amounts right here. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Is that for the firefighters? Like what is Calumet City plumbing? 2 plumbings, 3 plumbings. What is going on with the plumbing down there, y'all? Cassandra Elston, that's the blonde hair lady that they locked out. They got to give her some money, child. CDW government, I don't know what that is. 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 1,000 CDW. I thought it was like concealed carry, but I don't think that's what it is. Fishy Mario Brothers is asking, I was thinking the same thing, but my thought process is I don't know if that's the case because maybe they are. So that's why I'm a little confused right now. Maybe they want to pay all those people from the past that they didn't pay from before. Remember when that dude walked up on Chris Gonzalez and then his son had to walk over there and say, not my daddy. So maybe they're going to go ahead and pay all those and then start over with a clean slate, maybe. Because this list is long, y'all. Look at this list, though. Comcast. What's going on at Comcast? 778, 778, 647, 618, 513, 256. Are these people's cable bills? There's one for $946. What else does Comcast do? There's like almost 10 of these. This one, Delgado Law Firm, $15,453. I'm assuming that they must be paying everything so that they can just start anew and then put in some parameters, much like what they just did over in Dalton. So this Envision Healthcare, these are small amounts, but it's a lot. I hope people are getting their health insurance paid. Landscaping, $7,000 for landscaping. Fishy Mario Brothers, shout out to you, hon. He says CDW is IT. Comcast is probably their internet provider. I bet they haven't paid. I bet they haven't been paid for a while. This is crazy. Evergreen, the landscaping. Okay, Chemical Supply, Express Solutions, Gibson Sitco. That's so random for $22.57. A lot of other random things. Granger Inc. I think that's like a supply company, if I'm not mistaken. The Illinois Public Risk Fund, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for them, up in the thousands. Envision Jimbo's Catering, child. Jimbo's Catering, y'all. I think they playing everything and starting all over again. That's what I think they must be doing. John's Catering and Company, $38,000. $38,756.25, child. What the hell was y'all eating? Crab legs? Woo! Woo! Yo, more catering. They eat good down there, child. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for $1,200. 5 different cozy corner catering delis. How do you have Laurel's Four Seasons Lawn Care on here when Stan's supposed to be taking care? I thought Stan was supposed to be taking care of the lawns. I thought it was 35. Child. Hopefully somebody will live stream it, child. Let me see. Lincoln National Life Insurance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 entries for that. M&A Supply. I don't know what that is, but it's minimal. MetLife. There's a lot of insurance on here. There's a lot of insurance on here. Midwest Transit, fire systems. Child, please pay the bills so God forbid if something happened, people ain't going to get burnt the F up. Nationwide Retirement Solutions, that looks positive. O'Reilly Auto Parts for $21. Child, this is crazy. This is so random. Paul Ramirez. I thought that was our Paul. That's not our Paul. 2008-35. Scarabarus, 5,000. Robert. What the hell does that even mean? The Super Laundry for $39 for the Super Laundry. Who was doing their laundry and now everybody got paid for it? Child, this is crazy. Verizon. So we had Comcast and now we have Verizon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Verizon bills. Woo! Village of Southland. I don't know what that is. Wex Bank and Wentworth Tire Holland. Possible motion to approve additional items on the warrant list for the general fund. So they trying to pay. I really think they're trying to get up to date so they can basically hopefully start from anew. So the third item is motion to direct the finance director and finance department to provide backup invoices for items on the warrant list for both general fund and general assistance that have not been approved, items on the upcoming August 20th warrant list. So next week, their regular meeting for the summer is next week, but they have this special meeting tomorrow. So they said, you want to pay anything else going forward here? That's how I'm reading it. Get us the damn receipt because we need to know what it says, where it's from, what it's for, and then we'll go ahead and pay it, which is just crazy talk, you know? So the ordinances, part 4, motion to approve an ordinance establishing travel guidelines, which sounds like Dalton. Approve an ordinance repealing the salary ordinance, which I think is that if the supervisor loses to someone else, then the salary goes down to $25,000. And I think that's what this one means, the salary ordinance. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that's what that is. Ordinance to establish a policy for equitable rotation of event locations for Thornton Township. So in other words, now one person can take advantage of anything. Everything can't be at the Just Ice skating rink. Shit. Can't be on the lawn over there because the school board said, get your ass on. So basically, let everybody be in on it if you're gonna have all these events. I have a feeling Big Tiff I got a feeling she's not gonna like this. Approve an ordinance to regulate retail credit card net 30 policy. She's not gonna like that. Motion to approve an ordinance to regulate the use of township merchandise for personal promotion by elected. After we already got the daggone book bags out. They said, no, you're not going to put your name and face on every daggone thing. Pay for it yourself, child. 5, contracts. Motion to approve 3 additional contractors for, lawn mowing, y'all. Lord. So they got 3 people, Hole & Sons, Rodriguez Lawn Services, and Raul & Sons, and authorized township officials and the township attorney to negotiate a contract consistent with the award. So they want to finally get freaking lawn. How long we been listening to lawn mowing? Child, summer almost over. Child, summer is almost over. They probably mowing lawns in the winter in Chicago, in Illinois. This is a good one, though. Number 6, discussion related to past employee terminations and possible rehiring of certain employees under new terms. They said we about to get them back on up in here and hopefully divert some of those lawsuits, maybe. Okay, so that's it. So now there's the signature. So they got a lot going on tomorrow, y'all. Hopefully it's live streamed. You know we will be here if it is. So be on the lookout, child. They about to Good luck, Big Tiff. Good luck, because things is about to change, child. Moving on, y'all. Moving on. So let me get out of there. That was a screen share, a full screen share. But in the interest of everybody who got a problem with me talking about Kamala, let's talk about Kamala, okay? The human cost of Kamala Harris's war on truancy. The progressive prosecutor wanted to transform how California responded to students missing school. Parents like Sheree Peoples wound up paying the price. So I know y'all have been telling me about this, and I was going to get to it. But, you know, since everyone is upset about the fact that I talk about Kamala, child, let's talk about Kamala, child. So April 13, 2013 in LA, and I'm going to breeze through this, y'all, because we're not going to spend a lot of time. Los Angeles suburb of Buena Park, a throng of photographers positioned themselves on a street curb and watched as two police officers entered a squat townhouse. Minutes later, their cameras began clicking. The officers had reemerged with a weary-looking woman in pajamas and handcuffs, and the photographers were jostling to capture her every step. You would swear I had deleted somebody. So this is Sheree Peoples that had issue with the truancy policy, right? It just didn't work the same, okay? Peoples had been arrested for her daughter's spotty school attendance record under a truancy law that then California Attorney General Kamala Harris, did y'all not hear me? This thing on? Kamala Harris, okay, had personally championed in the state legislature. The law enacted in January 2011 made it a criminal misdemeanor for parents to allow kids in kindergarten through 8th grade to miss more than 10% of school days without a valid excuse. Peoples, that lady, 11-year-old daughter Shayla, had missed 20 days so far for that school year. Now listen, so y'all wanted to make sure the kids went to school and that you was going to send them to jail. But today, y'all sitting up here allowing your kids to go around here gremlinizing and nobody is trying to hold them accountable to anything. But all we talking about is damn truancy. We ain't even talking about stealing, fighting, having weapons, deletions, robbery, grape, none of all that. You get to stay out. All that you get to get out. No bail. Don't worry about it. Aside child care. Yes. Just promise you'll come back. Just promise you'll come back. And you get to get out. But over here, because you're not going to school, you're just missing schools, you going to jail. Make that make sense, Bueller. So here she is being dragged out by wasting the oppressor's time. The oppressors out here oppressing, wasted time in California. When you know daggone well, they got more important things to be taken care of around there. I'm just saying. So the law was the capstone of Harris's years-long campaign to get tough on truancy, the term for when a child consistently misses school without a valid excuse. Harris's involvement began in the mid-2000s when the future senator and 2020 presidential candidate was the San Francisco district attorney. Harris had been disturbed to learn that a disproportionate number of the city's homicide victims were high school dropouts and that the dropouts are more likely to become perpetrators or victims of crimes. Child, what? So send them to jail before they actually do something wrong, like real wrong. So we gonna send them to... So it only made sense for the city's top law enforcement officer to get involved. Harris filed charges against a handful of San Francisco parents whose elementary school age children were consistently missing school. That's how you help. Got it, Kamala. A few years later, she persuaded the state legislature to adopt harsher penalties. Oh, let's make it worse. For truancy. Under the new law, the parent or guardian of a young child truant could face a fine of $2,500 or more or a year in jail. Harris pushed harder for the law as she was running for the attorney general, and it passed just as she won the election. We are putting parents on notice, Harris said at her 2011 inauguration. If you fail in your responsibility to your kids, we are going to work to make sure you face the full force and consequence of the law. I can't stand you. I'm saying it now. I can't. This is stupid. The full force of the law for truancy. And people in California was like, yeah, you go, girl. Yeah, you go, girl. But now everybody get to go home, child. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. So they liked it out there in Orange County. Okay, here's the lady in handcuffs, child. But here's the problem, right? This is where the child was. But this is where the child was. I tell you. I hope that baby is okay. But I'm just saying, you gonna sit up here and go all in for that bullshit and ain't got nothing to say about what's going on right now. Ain't got nothing to say about the border problem, even though you trying to act like you what the borders are. Everybody want to lie about that shit. She definitely the borders are. We didn't said it. We didn't seen it. We didn't saw it. Y'all go play with your mama. Y'all can sit up here and ignore it all you want to. You can D9 it on up all you want to. I don't give a shit. I don't see a damn thing that makes me want to say, yeah, I'm with her. Not near nothing. Not near nothing. And I don't see you coloreds sitting up here talking about Cornel West at all. At all. Y'all was going for Joe Biden. He was white. Cornel West was still black. And you wasn't thinking about him. You wasn't talking about him. You wasn't hyping him up. You wasn't giving him no money. You wasn't making sure he could go through. That's why I say bullshit to all of y'all. Bullshit to all of y'all. You're full of fucking shit. You don't care about black people. You care about your damn selves barely. You too busy worrying about symbolism. Child, let me get these names straight. Cornel West, blacker than me. You heard? And my parents are black. My mom might be something else, child. But anyway, my parents are black, right? Cornel West is blacker than black. Shout out to Cornel West. Why ain't Roland talking about Cornel West prior to this? What's going on with Joe Biden and Kamala? When Joe was running, y'all wasn't talking about corny. When y'all was carrying on about Project 2025, you wasn't worrying about corny. Y'all ain't thinking about corny. Y'all ain't speaking on corny. Y'all ain't trying to hype up corny in any way, shape, or form. And he 1,000% black. But y'all think you gonna sit up here and tell us that Kamala is black and that's why we should vote for her? Then help me understand why you're not helping Cornel. He been doing it longer than her. He was running for president before she was. Y'all make every excuse for her and her crap, and y'all gonna ignore him. Child, fool your fucking mama. I'm not fooled by the shit, okay? This woman thought it was more important to send this black woman here and her black child, and they looking pretty black here, okay? Send this mama to jail because the daughter was out here in the daggone hospital. Didn't look into it. Didn't look into why you would do it. Didn't check the record. Didn't go over anything. I'm not going to keep reading the rest of it. This is the point of it. Embarrass this woman. Take her away from her kid. All this unnecessary crap just because you trying to look good for everybody. So when you colors get in that type of crazy ass situation, we do not care. Let's move on to crime is down because Joe said crime is down. So through the transitive property, Kamala says that crime is down. Now, mind you, she ain't saying shit about it, but that's okay because we see it. She gonna inherit everything that he said because she was right behind him. She was supporting his ass, and that's why she getting all this smoke. We gonna push all this towards Kamala today since y'all so upset about me and what I gotta say about Kamala. This is all Kamala right here. So when this shit start happening to you, if she gets elected, we gonna refer back to this video right the fuck here. Because symbolism, long as she as an AKA and a black woman today gets sworn in on MLK Day with Ketanji Brown, who is a DST to you coloreds. Here we go. Family members call for upgraded charges against a 75-year-old woman accused of deleting her neighbor. Come on, Meemaw.
New at 4:30, the family of a Fort Bend County man killed in a neighbor dispute want charges in the case upgraded to murder.
They spoke outside the Fort Bend County Criminal Justice Center. Sherman Chow is in the newsroom. Sherman, their 75-year-old neighbor is accused of pulling the trigger, but the family's pointing fingers at others as well.
Yeah, they are, Reka. They also blame the neighborhood association, who they say encouraged the alleged shooter's behavior.
Let's blame the neighborhood association for someone willingly taking a weapon and utilizing it. Y'all will blame a roach for shit, okay? Shout out to Upward Man. I apologize. I got away from myself. I appreciate you. He says, so Morris Brown's finest wasn't paying any bills, but we need to know where the surplus money that turned negative go. Shaking my damn head. Hashtag LA28. Welcome to death row. Shout out to you, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you for another 5. He said, that is why I pull my kids from public school. I use K-12. My kids are dual enrolled in college while in high school. My oldest has her first degree, no bill. Shout out to you. Shout out to you and your kids. No gremlins over there. You know, everyone, you know, you can't say that though. You can't say anything against the gremlins, child. You're supposed to just act like it's okay. It'll be okay. No, I'm not doing that either. But come on, Mima. Shout out to everybody who's here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Barbara Jean Blue, age 75, made her first court appearance today. She is out on a $75,000 bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Police say that on June 27th, she shot 66-year-old Daryl Evans as they stood on Baybriar Drive outside their neighboring homes. Evans' wife, Tammy, was there as well. She says since the couple married and she moved into her husband's home 13 years ago, Blue has constantly harassed them, videotaping them.
So y'all 75 years old and still can't get it together with regard to crust, dust, rust, must, ashy ass bums. Shout out to y'all. SYCBM, gentlemen. I ain't said that in a while. SYCBM. Okay. Now listen, Mima wasn't able to get Earl. Earl went and found himself somebody younger, and he said, I'm going to marry you, boo. Moved her on in and said, come on, baby, it's you and me, baby. They got married. Earl was probably messing around with BB here, Barbara Blue. And then he said, I'm going to give me a fine young thing, a little tenderoni child, and live out the rest of my life. Little did he know it wasn't going to be much longer because Meemaw just couldn't handle it. Now, Meemaw. Child.
Their activities, brandishing a handgun, and more.
You don't need her.
It was jealousy.
That was jealousy from jump.
Mm-hmm.
She been jealous.
Mm-hmm.
And she also said, "What you think?" Right before she shot my husband, she said, "You think she pretty?"
Now, Blue claims it was Evans who harassed her over the years, and she says that day that he cursed and threatened her, and then she shot him because she feared for her safety. Evans,
Mima, you are not the oppressor. Mima, only the oppressor can use that excuse.
This family also alleges that Blue's actions were sanctioned by the neighborhood association, who considered her the neighborhood watchdog. Today, the family said,
Yo, you know what's under that tarp? A Corvette. That's a Corvette. He had money too. He had money. He had a truck and a Corvette, a house, and probably something else. He said, come on in here, baby. And then Meemaw didn't like that. He stopped coming over for them late night creeps. And she did not like that at all. She wanted to be up in that house. She wanted to ride around in that Corvette.
Today, the family says it plans to sue the neighborhood association in a civil action. I did speak with the association attorney, who said that he did not see any intersection between the shooting and the neighborhood group, since Blue was not an official board member, and that the shooting did not happen on association property. Evans died after 2 surgeries in the hospital. It is possible that the charges will be upgraded as the case moves forward.
All right.
Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Meemaw. Child, you should know better by now, 70 damn 5. This is just like, who was 61 the other day and about to go to jail? Oh, Lacey, Law about to go to jail. Well, not go to jail, but child, be having his whole reputation ruined at the age of 61. Meemaw out here going to jail at 70 damn 5. Child, you coloreds. I tell you. Moving on, child, moving on. I think this is, I wanted to go back to this, okay? Now, we have been talking about Chicago for the longest time. You know, you coloreds seem to forget. We ain't forgetting over here, all right? We've been in this what's going on with the migrants. Y'all want to go ahead and make sure you get Kamala up in there, child. Y'all want to go ahead and make history. Y'all want another black president, black woman president. Activists demand funding for existing Chicago residents as city focuses on the migrant crisis. This is from 10 months ago, but this is just a reminder. This is how far we've come from this.
These South and West Side homeowners are angry. They believe the city has overextended itself and should be putting the tens of millions of dollars earmarked for migrants into Chicago's most vulnerable neighborhoods.
But the South Side has been under-resourced, underfunded for years, for decades.
No, years and decades, ma'am, auntie, decades, years. Let me see, decades. That would be plural. Decade means 10, so that's at least 20 years. So let's go backwards. That would be Biden. That would be Trump. That would be Obama. That would be Clinton. That would be Bush. Who came before that, child? So all them men didn't do nothing for y'all, and one was black and from your city, child. What happened? What happened? I'm confused. Now, all of a sudden, and this is what we said then, now because the migrants is here, because your town, your city said they wanted to be a sanctuary city, and now they're sanctuarying. Now you mad because they gave something to somebody else. Now, why weren't y'all commanding and demanding prior to all this happening? Bueller, how come y'all wasn't out here with the good fight then instead of waiting for something that happened? Because if Martin Luther King had waited and just sat at home and was reading blogs and was, just lollygagging and doing nothing, getting on the daggone Messy Michonne's post talking pure ignorance, then we might not be where we are right now. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just me, child. 10 months ago, stories sound about the same. Come on, child. Y'all voted Brandon in there, child. Don't even worry about it. He doing a good. Brandon, you doing a good job. Brandon, you doing a good job, child.
We have schools that need to be reopened. We have buildings that are abandoned that need to be business operated.
The group says the city has abandoned its Invest Southwest initiative, a Lightfoot era program that was
Back it on up. A Lightfoot era program. Now, is Lightfoot, is she black? Is she white? Is she Indian? Is she Asian? What is Lori Lightfoot, child? What is she? Oh, she's colored. And this was her initiative and it didn't work? How does that happen? I'm confused. Oh, and then you went and got another color to come in? Brandon, who wanted to do the exact same shit that Lori did and y'all didn't like Lori? But you went and child, I can't imagine what happened here.
Era program that was dedicated to reversing decades of disinvestment on Chicago's South and West Sides, promising to align more than $2.2 billion through public and private funding.
We are taxpayers, we're property owners. Our money should go towards fixing our communities.
The city has received more than 15,000 migrants since August 2022.
We have no more room. Y'all are embarrassing Chicago.
Zoe, you're not allowed to say what you don't have, okay? That don't mean nothing, child. Have your faith in Lori. Where's she at? Oh, yeah, she down there handling what's going on in Dalton, child. Go talk to Lori. That's her initiative. Where did 2.2 go? Where did 2.2 go? 2.2 billion, I think it said.
Chicago as a whole.
According to analysis by the ABC7 data team, there are more than 20 active migrant shelters across the city, 7 located on the South and West Sides.
Whether it's one shelter or whether it's 10 shelters, we're saying the facilities that are there for us, the money needs to be put into those facilities for us.
In a statement from the mayor's office about the group's concerns and the status of Invest Southwest, a spokesperson says in part, quote, "We are committed to continued investment for all residents, but especially communities on the South and West Sides that have long experienced disinvestment. We are the city of Chicago, and our shoulders are big enough to support both new arrivals and those who have long called this city home."
Mayor Johnson Johnson, the black aldermen, the black alderwomen in this city, you will stand for the black citizens of Chicago.
You go, girl. You go, girl. You heard? You coloreds will stand for the black citizens. Child, how's that working out for y'all today? She the one that said it, not me. She the one that said it, not me. She the one that named them all. You black aldermen, you black this, you black the black. This what you gonna do, child. I don't think that's what they doing, but float on, child. Child, toss Kamala up in there, child. Toss Kamala up in there.
Now, the city says Mayor Johnson knows firsthand the impact of neglect on a vulnerable community and that he will never stop investing in people, all people, and delivering the affordable housing, fully funded schools, safer streets, and living wages that every person deserves in this.
Oh, nice outfit though, girl. I like it. I like it. Shout out to that lady. Moving on. Let's see. ABC Chicago. This is 4 days old. Burglars steal thousands in equipment. Gut food bank at Chicago church.
The sanctuary was left desecrated just a few hours before Sunday morning services. The suspect or suspects broke into the building undetected by taking out the security system and stealing thousands of dollars worth of equipment and nearly gutting the food pantry, leaving church leaders in limbo.
These doors are never open until church service.
Olivia Williamson was first to arrive Sunday morning at Windsor Park Church in South Shore.
I noticed somebody had beat this doorknob on, and I'm like, that doesn't look good.
And once further inside,
somebody had taken communion.
She knew.
This is the door they came in. They cut the sin.
Wait, did they come in and take communion on their own? She said they came in and took communion. Wait a minute, ma'am. What is going on? Praise the Lord, though. Listen, these are the people that get to go home once they get arrested, allegedly. And you know, there's no one trying to get them out of there. But Kamala wanted to make sure that the people who were late for school or didn't go to school went to jail. But these people get to be out here and go home and they don't have to put no bail up, child. Shout out to them, but praise the Lord.
Take me to the king.
Truth is, I'm tired. But you know what? It really is probably smart to take out the system though, because then nobody knows that you're there. Oh my God. Yes, it is next week. We got a busy week next week, y'all. Be here or be square. We got things to do and talk about. Okay.
Wire.
Something had gone wrong.
They knocked out the lights over here at the very back of the church. So that's how they were able to get through and not be seen.
The security system was quickly disabled during the morning burglary that church leaders say likely took over an hour to complete.
So they came in and they strategically went through, disconnected the bells.
But the hardest hit was the church's food pantry that each month for the past 30 years helps to feed more than 1,000 of the neighborhood's most vulnerable, including migrants.
They got in.
Including the migrants, they all swaggered their way on in there. Now, maybe these people that broke in there, if they took the food, maybe they really needed the food, even though they could have came when the church was open, of course. But you hear them slide that on in there, that they was helping out the migrants too, child. I thought that they were not going to get this. You black aldermen, you black people in charge, you're going to sit up here and you're going to give us the money. You're going to take care of us because we pay taxes. That's what you're going to do. That was 10 months ago. This was 4 days ago. I'm just saying.
The freezers.
Now they're left scrambling to replenish what was taken.
Just so much discouragement because we worked so hard to keep things going.
We've got a lot to do from now till Sunday. So we're hoping and praying that the public will hear us.
The church is now raising funds to replace the stolen items, including the much needed food. So far, police say no one has been arrested.
What? Of course not. Sorry, Pastor. I seriously am sorry. That shouldn't happen. But, what can I say? It is what it is. That's who y'all voted for. That is what it is. And I hate to say that. I really do hate to say that. But you put these people in charge, and they're the ones who are hurting you at the end of the day, Kim Fox. And I so can't wait. I so can't wait to see who they choose to be the damn DA, giving everything that we have been listening to and watching. We are going to be on it. Or even on vacation. I don't care. We are on that shit. I cannot wait. Moving on, child. Moving on. Home Depot employee in her 70s fired for failing to stop $5,000 in fraudulent transactions. I tell you what, you can't even be an elder and just be, child. Now, I thought they weren't supposed to be fighting crime. This is in California.
From the I-Team tonight, a 72-year-old former Bay Area Home Depot employee is suing the retailer for age discrimination and wrongful termination after she was fired for failing to stop fraudulent purchases of roughly $5,000.
Yeah, the incident happened at the San Ramon Home Depot 3 months after a loss prevention officer was shot and killed at a Pleasanton Home Depot while trying to stop a theft attempt.
ABC 7 News I-Team reporter Melanie Woodrow is here with the story, Melanie.
Dan and Alma, we hear about theft in the Bay Area all the time. This one's a little bit different. Carlene Acevedo was fired from Home Depot last July for creating a security or loss prevention risk. That was according to her termination letter. She says she felt scared and intimidated by the person at her register who was paying with a suspicious card.
So when it comes to intimidation, when it comes to you biatches, when you are on dating apps and you go out on dates, and shout out to the video from today. If y'all didn't see it on Mr. Michonne Reacts, make sure you go watch it afterwards, because the woman said that life was great before she started dating black men. Then after that, life was horrible because it's always someone else's fault. So Mima, at 70 some odd years old, can't feel intimidated at work, where technically you shouldn't even be trying to stop anybody because that's not her job. And let's not act like she's not a woman who's 70 some odd years old. Toss that out the window. Fire that ass, because she didn't stop them from freaking getting $5,000 at the end of the day for Home Depot, $5,000. Now, I know somebody going to come through and say, you're only saying that because she's a white woman. No, I'm saying that because that's what makes sense here with this story. All right. Shout out to Casey Cat in the building. I appreciate you, hon. She said Thornton Township meeting tomorrow night. Yeah, girl, what do you mean you late? Casey Cat, you late. You late. We went over the agenda, child. It looked a mess. Oh, man, I wish you were here so you could explain some of that crap to us, because, child, I feel like they're going to start anew. They paying everything and they're going to start anew and put some parameters in place. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who is here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Crime is down, y'all. Crime is down.
You're phenomenal in every way. We are grateful to have you.
During her 7 years working as a cashier at the San Ramon Home Depot, Carlene Acevedo says she won multiple awards for exceptional service, including Cashier of the Year in 2021.
I loved working there.
But last July, Home Depot fired Acevedo after she rung up 4 fraudulent transactions, resulting in a more than $5,000 loss for Home Depot.
I was so upset. I just wanted to get out of there. I've never been fired before.
Acevedo says she was working alone in the garden center when a man approached her cash register with a card that had written instructions on the back to process the transaction as cash. She rung up a purchase for a little more than $1,300.
The card was suspicious. It was very suspicious. But I went ahead and ran it.
Approximately 30 minutes later, she says the customer returned.
And then I knew for sure that he was targeting me because I was alone.
Acevedo says she tried to call her supervisor, the head cashier, but no one answered.
He was demanding. He wanted the transaction done as fast as possible. He got upset when I made the phone call to my manager. I was scared.
According to her termination letter, Acevedo ran 3 additional separate transactions as cash, this time for more than $4,000. She says she kept duplicate copies of the receipts that she took to her manager.
4 days later, I got fired.
The incident happened 3 months after Pleasanton Home Depot loss prevention officer Blake Mose was shot and killed while trying to stop a theft attempt, a story Acevedo was familiar with.
So you can't win for losing. So you can win for damn losing. How many times I say these damn jobs don't give one damn about you, so you better go ahead and get as much as you can, however you can get it legally, and move on whenever you need to. Because, child, what the hell they thought Mima was going to do? When the other dude, the white man, sat up there and now he got out of here over some mess at damn Home Depot. This is California. I thought they weren't supposed to stop nobody any daggone way. Woo, child.
It's devastating. I mean, it was sad.
Acevedo says as an employee, she received annual computer-based training by Home Depot on what to do in the event of a shoplifting or active shooter.
What were you instructed to do?
I was instructed not to do a thing. Do not approach. Do not touch. Do not try to dissuade, not to interfere. Just let them go.
She was doing everything she could. She asked for backup. She's making copies of the receipt. You know, she can't risk her life for merchandise, and employees are explicitly taught not to risk their life for merchandise.
Acevedo's attorney, Chambord Benton Hayes, also questions the timing of her termination. According to the lawsuit, 6 months prior, Acevedo learned a teenage new hire at the store had a starting salary of $21 an hour. Acevedo, who was 70 at the time and had been working at Home Depot for 7 years, was making $20.17 an hour. She complained, and the following month received a $2 raise.
They really just wanted an excuse to terminate her. The moment she complains, she's terminated within a few months.
Child, if y'all don't go ahead and get what you can from these damn places because they don't give one damn about you. Not one damn about ya, all right? Mima, sue the pants off of Home Depot, all right? Sue the pants off of Home Depot. Because that sounds half damn crazy. Shout out to Casey Cat. Thank you so much, honey. She said, sorry I was late. Detention for me. Yes, detention for thee. I'll go back to the beginning after the stream ends. I appreciate you, hon. Yeah, but thank you for the information. Yes, the plan is to find somebody who's streaming, and we will stream tomorrow. But I haven't seen anyone who's saying they're streaming. So if anybody sees that someone says that they're going to stream, meaning that they'll have the camera on the meeting, please let me know. Shout out to Live from New York. I appreciate you, honey. He said it's disrespectful to get deleted without giving your job 2 weeks notice. You ain't ish. I'm not even going to comment. Thank you so much, honey. You ain't ish. Shout out to South 343. I appreciate you, honey. He says, thanks for the videos. Just checking in on this road. I finally caught a live. Shout out to you. We appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Shout out to everybody who is here because crime is down and we want to make sure we want to make sure that everyone knows. And by the way, we want to make sure when the election comes, whichever town you are in or these people are in, we want to make sure that we give them the information. So once they go ahead and vote for whoever they vote for, if things don't change, we'll always refer back to this video right damn here. Moving on, y'all. Moving on. Oh, you know what? I wanted to bring up because this is about Raphael Wardlaw. I keep forgetting his name. Rest in peace to Raphael Wardlaw. That is the officer, the oppressor, who got SHOT'd while he was getting gas or at a gas station in Chicago, while Al was there because Al Sharpton cares about Black people. Ben was there because Ben cares about Black people. And all the other Black people who were out there for Sonia Massey's funeral. Rest in peace to her because she should still be here as well. I don't understand why you coloreds can't see that those people don't give a shit about Black people. They care about themselves and what they gonna get and where they gonna go from it. Because how can you be in town at the same damn time and the same damn town and hear that this Black oppressor was taken on up out of here and you allegedly care about Black people, but you only talking about Sonia. But y'all don't seem to see the play. That's okay. Y'all do what you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Remember that when you think you're going to tell me what to do, because these are the facts. Y'all can feel whatever the fuck you want. The facts are Al and Ben and all the rest of them was right in town at the time that this man was not even deceased for 24 hours. And they didn't say shit. They didn't go to his family. They ain't discuss it. They ain't talk about it. They ain't had no press conference. And I'm pretty sure they didn't go to his daggone funeral.
Funeral services held today for a Cook County Correctional. Funeral services held today for a Cook County correctional officer who was fatally shot during an armed robbery.
WGN's Andrea Medina shares how family and friends remembered Raphael Wardlaw.
Not to interrupt, I apologize, but shout out to Ricky Smiley, sir. Remember, he said that the president is so nice because he sent him a letter when Brandon died. Rest in peace to Brandon. He sent him a personal letter, and that's why y'all should vote for Kamala, because Joe called Ricky or sent him a nice letter and put all his grandkids' names in it. And that means he's nice. So that means that y'all should vote for him. Now, I wonder if Joe sent a letter over here to Mr. Wordlaw. I wonder if they sent anything over to Mr. Wordlaw.
Raphael Wardlaw has been praised a hero, and his profound impact in the community was evident by the large turnout of people who came to pay their respects today.
He was a hero. He was a protector.
Remembered for his dedication as a Cook County Sheriff's deputy, Raphael Wardlaw left a legacy of bravery. On Friday, his casket draped with the American flag was carried by officers into St. Mark Baptist Church in Harvey for his funeral service.
I'm so proud to call him my cousin, and I love him so much.
From family, friends, and officers from different agencies, hundreds came by to offer Wardlaw their final goodbyes, many dressed in uniforms or wearing red.
His favorite color. We had to, be here and support in the color that he loved
the color
so much.
red. His family feels a deep sense of pride that he was able to achieve his dream of working in law enforcement. They remember how he always talked about it with great enthusiasm.
What do you want to be when you grow up? And he said, I want to be the police. I said, okay. And as he got a little older, I asked him again, what do you want to be? He said, I want to be a detective. And then graduated from college, came home, and he joins the sheriff's department.
The 31-year-old grew up in Englewood and attended Indiana State University before working at the Cook County Jail. He served with the sheriff's office for 4.5 years. Last week, Wardlaw was shot and killed during an attempted armed robbery at a Southside gas station near 67th and Marquette. According to Chicago police, Cordero Thompson allegedly confronted the off-duty.
He looking a little colored. He looking a little colored. How dare you do this to another colored? But you're supposed, besties, everyone that's listening to me hearing this, you're supposed to support all coloreds because you colored, I'm colored, we colored. Support the coloreds. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you. That's what you're, according to Ricky Smiley, according to Roland, according to Joy Reid, you crazy. There's something wrong with you if you don't support black ass Kamala. But nobody had anything to say about Mr. Sheriff Wardlaw. I think he said sheriff. They said sheriff. But Cordero Thompson, do you think that he has a record? I'm going to ask y'all, yay or nay. Does anyone think that maybe, yes or no, that Cordero Thompson had a record? But if Cordero, for instance, allegedly, if Cordero had been taken out by the oppressor and the oppressor happened to be white, I wonder what it would have been then.
The deputy and his friend with 2 guns and tried to rob them. Wardlaw then took out his gun, leading to a shootout in which he was shot in the chest and later died from his injuries. Police say Thompson is facing first-degree murder charges in the shooting death of Wardlaw. Sheriff Tom Dart extended his heartfelt condolences to the young deputy's family, highlighting that even in his final moments, he remained a protector.
This is just a horrible, senseless loss of an individual who was a hero. He was an amazing employee, but he truly was a hero. He was there to protect people that night and was killed.
After the service, the mournful sound of bagpipes and drums filled the air. A procession followed with the hearse carrying Wardlaw to his final resting place. Although grief remained fresh, his family expressed their thanks for the show of love, saying he would have appreciated it.
We thank everyone that came out to support the Cook County Sheriff's, the police department that came out to support him.
Is she allowed to say that, ma'am? You know, you're not supposed to support the oppressor. You are not supposed to support the oppressor.
Very much thank him. Thank you.
This week, Wardlaw would have celebrated his 32nd birthday, but
Wow.
instead, his family laid him to rest.
Child, rest in peace to Raphael Wardlaw. We appreciate you. Thank you for your service, just like Prince Elian has said. And even though the coloreds don't seem to care about you, know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. And this is some bullshit. And for the rest of y'all that think you want to give me a hard time about Kamala, you can kiss these cheeks. Because like I said, all those black people that you listen to were in the same damn city as what happened to this man. And they didn't say one GD word. They don't give a fuck about you. So you go ahead and do what they say, and you'll still be in the same situation that you were in before. Moving on, child. Moving on. Let's go over here to, where are we going? Where is that? Where is that? Oh no, I don't want to do that one. Let me move on to this one. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. All right. I don't know if y'all heard about this. This is crazy. Houston therapist accused of pulling a GUN on a patient who was extramarital girlfriend. This is not funny, but this is interesting.
And only on 13, a woman claims her therapist turned lover nearly killed her when she tried to break things off.
She says he broke into her apartment and pulled a gun on her. ABC 13's Alex Bazarjian is live after speaking to her about the traumatic experience. Alex?
Jaya Scales says Thaddeus Thornton was counseling her young son through an ADHD diagnosis. She says he then encouraged her to seek help. She says after their sessions, he would make passes at her, and that's when they became intimate. But she said Tolbert was never violent, not until she tried to walk away from the relationship. When she did that, she says she ended up bruised and battered.
How did I get here?
It's a question Jaya Scales.
Therapy. I tell you, you colors in therapy.
I beg your pardon?
Now that's unusually Bree. You know, she the one that said you crusty, musty, rusty, dusty, ashy ass bums got her fired. Now she on OF selling coochie. All right. But the therapist in this case is a man. So let's go ahead and see it. So she took this woman on the screen, took her son for ADHD to the therapist. And then the man was hitting on her. He wore her down. And then they started dating. And then she ain't want to date him no more. And now here we are.
Scales has been asking herself since April. That's when she found herself ending a relationship with her therapist turned lover.
He was sitting on the couch. I was sitting at his desk. We were talking, and I just said, "Hey, I just don't want to continue this, relationship with you." And he snapped.
Thaddeus Tolbert, who Scales says is 6'5" and roughly 350 pounds, allegedly pushed her up against a wall. Then she says he pulled a gun out of his waistband and placed it on the table. All of this taking place at his former office on the Southwest Freeway. Court documents say the two were interrupted and Scales escaped.
Thaddeus Tolbert.
It was what happened later that afternoon that landed the license.
He a big one, shy. Woo! So we're going to ruin our career, our livelihood, all over some coochie, sir. Damn, he big though. Woo! 300 is a little too much. Shout out to the bigger people, because I like a big man, but y'all, 300? Woo!
Therapist in court.
In this case, the complainant stated the defendant started to choke her out and kissed her while doing so.
Over time, Scales grew suspicious of Tolbert and believed he was seeing another woman, and that woman had a child on the way. She says it's what prompted Tolbert to return the same day and bust into her apartment. Scales says he was armed and angry.
He pulled out his gun to put it to my head. I pushed it down and he hit it back up, so it hit me when he came back up. And then I was just begging him please just leave. Please just leave. Do anything, you could just leave. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill us. I'm gonna kill us both.
Scales says she and Tolbert had a brief struggle over her phone and then he left. He was later charged with aggravated assault and burglary of a habitation. Now in a state of reflection, Scales feels ashamed but compelled to speak out.
I was really caught off guard. I didn't think someone like this could be so capable of this, because he's a mental health professional, because he's a therapist, because he's active in the community. As embarrassed as I am now, I have to do something, because I could have died in here with my child.
Scales feeling like Tolbert intended to manipulate her all along, but she's trading in the word victim for survivor.
I feel
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up.
After initial guilt, after blaming myself, I want to hold him accountable.
Hold him accountable, child.
I did speak with Tolbert's defense attorney. He says his client maintains his innocence and they look forward to presenting their case. As far as Tolbert being a practicing therapist here in Texas, it says his license is still active. We did reach out to find out if he's able to see patients, but we haven't heard back.
So his license is still active. But people have gotten people fired over things that they've said on the internet, which is just words. And he allegedly, moving on, child, moving on. I ain't got time. Moving on. Where are we going? We're going back to Chicago. We're going back to Chicago. This is 4 days old, y'all. Neighbors say they feel unsafe. No. I know you effing lying. Neighbors say they feel unsafe with loitering and harassment in Chicago's South Loop. Shout out to Chicago.
To us, saying the loitering and soliciting has gotten so bad they don't feel safe even going to the grocery store. We're always investigating, and Jermont Terry spoke with a resident and city leader about what they're seeing. Jermont?
Joe, it's fear and aggressive begging. Now, police here at District 1 are getting calls about people harassing residents here in the South Loop. It's so bad, some people are moving out.
Oh, no, they finally moving. Somebody is finally moving. Shout out to them, child.
The South Loop is the southern gateway to Chicago.
The South Loop is an amazing neighborhood. We have Grant Park, we have Northerly Island, we have the stadium, we have the museums.
Yet Tammy Bach and her neighbors are also dealing with unpleasant aspects too.
They're dealing drugs or they're just intimidating people.
Oh, no.
So for the residents that live here, we're caught. We don't know what to do.
Bach has lived near the intersection of Wabash and Roosevelt for about a decade. She says excessive loitering and aggressive panhandling leaves so many frightened.
10 o'clock in the morning, and I had somebody approach me to the point to where I thought that they were going to attack me.
She's not alone. Online, South Loop residents are sounding off saying, one time a man grabbed my arm as I walked by. As a single woman, that entire block feels unsafe to me, even in the daytime. Others complain about litter, drugs sold and bought, guns, loitering at red line. It was not this way when I moved into the South Loop.
And dragged me all the way down the floor.
Back in May, a veteran was brutally attacked outside a Jewel store at the same intersection.
Nothing has been done. It's getting worse.
34th Ward.
Ma'am, what is supposed to get done? There are not enough policemen. They got to be running from here and running from there because all the activity that's going on, because no one stays in jail. Defund the police. You got Brandon who says and I don't know that they're kids, but let's not forget that they're just large gatherings and don't talk about the people of Chicago if you don't live in Chicago. So, I mean, where do we think this was going to go? We ain't even talk about the migrants, which could be a part of it as well. Child, the best thing that y'all could be doing is moving on the hell up out of there, child.
Alderman Bill Conway says, I share the concerns of residents, many of whom have been frustrated with the situation long before I took office. I am currently collaborating with 1st District Commander Harris on several approaches to address the problem. We have increased dedicated police attention who are dispersing crowds from the area more quickly and frequently.
A couple of years ago, there were
Box taking drastic measures.
We're moving, part of it because it's going to be more quiet.
That's not a drastic measure. That's a measure that makes sense.
It is intimidating.
So the reality, everyone cannot just up and move. So this Wednesday, residents are expected to pack a CAPS meeting to voice their frustration directly to Chicago police. The goal, really find a solution to what's happening around them. Reporting live in the South.
Hey, Jermon, good luck to those people. If that's tonight, because he said Wednesday and this was 4 days ago, then maybe we'll have it. Maybe we'll look at it on the weekend and see if they got anywhere. Moving on, y'all, moving on. Let's go on over here. In Chicago. Child, listen, I just pull the things as I look at the titles. This is Chicago too. We're going to have a good time next week for the Democratic National Convention. This says, this is 5 days old. Southside pastors, community groups call for a no crime day in Chicago.
Right now at 5, communities all over Chicago coming together to stop violence. Right now at 5, communities all over Chicago coming together to stop violence. A group of pastors set out to have a day without crime. Our VWin shows us how they're hoping to achieve that goal.
Music, games, food, and the Jesse White Tumblers, the summer festival at Palmer Park, brought families together to stop the violence.
We know that people want to live. They want their children to live. They want their teenagers to live. So it's so important.
She says she knows people want to live. I know people want to live. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, we do want to live. But when we say that, people act like that's crazy because we just want to live and do what we got to do, right? Like when we say that, we're crazy. But here she's saying, like, people want to live. Yeah, ma'am, that's what we want. Exactly. But if somehow, some way, we're not allowed to say it and people want to get upset because nobody's dealing with the damn crime. But y'all, long as Kamala's black, long as she's what is she? AKA D9 is all that matters. Vote for Kamala. Listen to Roland. Listen to Ricky. Child, I can always make it all come back around. Shout out to Live from New York. I appreciate you, honey. He said, big up to 50 Cent for the Shreveport event. With absolutely no violence, I should have went. Shout out to 50 Cent. I ain't hear nothing about that. So hopefully they got their no crime day. I don't know over here.
Important that we do everything we can to bring about a positive community atmosphere.
This community event was one of several organized this afternoon by a group of Southside pastors pushing for a no crime day weekend.
If we can affect one person, then we've done our mission.
Many kids part of a summer jobs program helped to set up the event. They're calling for unity in neighborhoods like Inglewood, Burnside, South Shore, and West Pullman.
The fact that we have to tell people to stop everything bad is like what are we doing? Like, we should all come together and just be one.
Latest numbers provided by Chicago police show 335 people have been murdered across the city. Police say that number is actually down compared to this time last year. But for people
shout out to crime being down. Maybe Joe is right. Crime is down. She said it. It must be true. Everything is all good then. I don't know why Chicago continues to come up, child. I just don't get it.
Here in this community, that is one too many.
Unfortunately, in Chicago, we still have a lot of violence. Today is a good day for us to ask everyone, can you please just stop?
Angela McClain is still living with the pain and trauma of losing her brother Carlos. The 17-year-old was gunned down 32 years ago.
I was only 12 when it happened, and it still affects my mom. It still affects us.
Her heartbreak is felt by others here wanting to see change.
We just want to move the needle to another level. And yes, the numbers are starting to go down, but we want them to go down further.
As families enjoyed the outdoor fun, organizers hope one day they will have peace.
Any
in the
chitlins
streets.
over there?
If we just keep going, one day we will have it where there won't be violence.
V1 NBC5 News.
I do it 5.
Shout out to
now live at 5 in Atlanta, woman.
Shout out to Casey Cat saying, I guess she ain't talking about politicians' crime. Shout out to you. I appreciate you all for being here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Shout out to Paul E with the 20. Thank you so much, hon. He said I paid $75 an hour for therapy and didn't even get a lap dance. Oh, goodness. I guess the therapy just don't work the same for you, child. That's crazy. You crazy. Shout out to you, Paul. I appreciate you. Where are we going to next, child? Uh-oh. WGN. That sounds like it's still Illidamnoy. Weekend SHOOTs leave 5 deceased, including 2 teens.
Dozens of people in separate shootings over the weekend. Fire injured dozens of people in separate shootings over the weekend.
That includes 2 teenagers who were killed. Glenn Marshall is live at police headquarters with more. Glenn?
Hey, good morning, guys. Now that gun violence has prompted a Southside pastor to speak out after more than 40 people were shot. 5 people were killed, including 2 teens who were killed in a drive-by. A weekend filled with gun violence has left 5 people dead, including 2 teens on the South Side. It happened.
Shout out to the South Side. This is 5 days ago, so this was this past weekend. I'm sure they're going to all calm down for the daggone Democratic National Convention.
Saturday near the corner of 48th and Winchester, just after 6 p.m. in the back of the Yards neighborhood. Police are telling us the 2 teens, ages 15 and 17, were near the front of a home when they were approached by a vehicle. Someone inside started firing rounds, hitting the 15-year-old in the abdomen, and the 17-year-old was shot in the arm and armpit. Both were taken to Comer Children's Hospital, where they later died. Then on Sunday, gun violence claimed the life of a 39-year-old man outside of Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp, which sits along the river. It happened around 3 in the morning on Sunday near the
Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp. Was that on the warrant list, y'all?
corner of Grove and Canal in the Armour Square neighborhood. Police are telling us a group of men were standing outside of the 24-hour restaurant when they began arguing with another group. At some point, the fight went from verbal to physical, resulting in gunshots. The 39-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. A 21-year-old took himself to the hospital after he was shot in the leg. He's listed in good condition. The 27-year-old also took himself to the hospital after he suffered multiple gunshot wounds. He's listed in critical condition. A 34-year-old was shot in the leg. He's listed in fair condition. Police have not said if they have anyone in custody. In total, 45 people were shot over the weekend, with 5 of them left.
Child, I can't.
Left dead because of the gun violence.
We want the DNC that's coming to one of the hot spots of violence, Chicago, and we want them to put violence on the agenda.
Reach out to Passer. Reach out to Roland. Reach out to Joy. Reach out to Ricky Smiley and let them know to tell Kamala that you want to put violence on the agenda for the DNC. Now, I'm pretty sure they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to take your call. They're not going to answer your email. Child, go ask Pritzker, child. He right there. He closer to you. You got a better chance. Shout out to Paul. Probably not going to get an answer just like Paul. But you would think that maybe, since Ricky said you all should vote for him, y'all should vote. Y'all need to vote for Kamala. He's sick of y'all blacks. Y'all don't want to vote for Kamala when everybody eating chicken and you want a hot dog. You just don't know how wonderful it will be to have an AKA be sworn in by the first black DST on MLK Day. And that's the best thing ever. All the symbolism makes him cry. So now Passer. Reach out to Ricky, call his morning show child, and tell him to get Joe to write you a letter and get you a response, because y'all supposed to care that he sent one to Ricky. Y'all supposed to care that that man who Joe sat down with while he was eating chicken, while Joe was eating a hamburger and got his student loans paid off, you're supposed to vote for her because of that. Lest we not forget that Ebony K. Williams' friend got all her student loans paid for, and now she can finally buy a daggone house. And that's why you should be voting for Kamala. Don't look for nothing for yourself. Don't be trying to find nothing for yourself. You just said that you live in one of the most crime-ridden cities. They are bringing the Democratic National Convention to one of the highest crime-rated cities. I don't care what their numbers say about crime going down. I don't care what they say. And they won't put violence on the daggone ticket. I wonder if they're going to ask for no crime days for the 4 days that they're in Chicago. And then after that, everybody can go back to Wilden. Shout out to Casey Cat with another 5. I appreciate you, hon. She says, but we love you and ain't nothing yous can do about it. Oh my God. Everybody is crazy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Lord, help your people.
And move the Southside pastor to demand Democrats do something while they're here for the DNC.
Violence is a public health crisis. It's a disease. So at the DNC.
Wait a damn minute. It's a public health crisis. That's not what Brandon says. I don't believe that's what Brandon says.
Democrats do something while they're here for the DNC.
violence is a public health crisis. It's a disease. So at the DNC convention, we're calling upon the delegates to move this nation forward and to put American civilian violence and a need for a national plan of civility on its plank, on its agenda.
And as of right now, no one is in custody for killing those 2 teens. If you have any information that could lead to an arrest, police would like you to contact them immediately. We're live outside of police headquarters. I'm Glenn Marshall.
Hey, Glenn, you're a little boring, but nice voice, nice voice. Pastor, good luck with that. Just reach out to Ricky Smiley, child. That's all you got to do is just reach out to Ricky damn Smiley. He got all the answers. And I think that you should go ahead and make that your route. Or Roland, he over here 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just go over there and send him a super chat, child. Just go get on, Pastor, get on the D9 call. Pastor, get on the, is there church pastors and preachers for Kamala? Did they do that one yet? All you got to do is get on the phone and get some money. I'm sure they will go ahead and answer you, sir. Moving on, y'all. Moving on. And guess where we at? Still in Chicago, okay? 4 people SHOT'd within 24 hours in North Chicago suburb, and this was only 3 days ago.
We have breaking news now. Evanston police investigating 2 separate shootings less than 1 mile apart.
There have been 3 shootings in this area in just the past 24 hours. Our Chris Habermill is over the scene in CBS Skywatch. And Chris, what are we looking at here?
What are we looking at?
Well, right now, Jim and Marie, I'm in the 1700 block of Dodge Avenue in Evanston, Dodge just north of Church, little bit northeast of the Evanston Township High School property. A person suffered a gunshot wound to the hand around 3:30 today, and you can see police out in front on the street, so Dodge is closed off. The police line, the tape, the yellow tape there is cordoning off the entirety of a property here, so don't know if it happened in the house or out on the street in front. This is still kind of fluid here. About a half an hour before this incident, another person was wounded on Dempster Darrow in the same location as an incident there last night where a couple of people were wounded. So that makes, as you mentioned, 4 people shot within 24 hours and within 5 blocks. And it's unknown at this time if any of these are related. Over Evanston, Chris Habermill, CBS News Skywatch.
Thank you, Chris. More now on that shooting last night in Evanston. Police say they believe the 2 men who were shot were targeted.
No.
The 2 victims survived. They're in the hospital right now. Police did not say why they may have been targeted.
Neighbors.
No. Oh, my God. All right. Anyway, good luck to those people. Yeah, I agree. Sisoti Gremlins. Gremlin activity, child. Moving on. We're going to go back to California in the Bay. K Jewelers smash and grab in San Francisco. Where they do that at?
It happened in a matter of minutes. San Francisco police are investigating after thieves smashed cases at a jewelry store at Stonestown Galleria. The whole thing caught on video. NBC Bay Area's Christy Smith has the story.
No.
Cell phone video caught these tense moments. We spoke with a witness off camera who says loud banging noises at Stonestown Galleria caught their attention. They saw what appeared to be 4 people using hammers or tools, breaking glass cases at Kate Jewelers store in the mall.
You ninjas. You ninjas. What in the F? Look at all the people up here. Yo, why are y'all standing there? You better leave. What the heck? You Zaz ain't got the sense that God gave you. I'll be like, oh yeah, we on the fuck out of here, child. They're just trying to feed their families.
That's the story.
Cell phone video caught these tense moments. We spoke with a witness off camera who says loud banging noises at Stonestown Galleria caught their attention. They saw what appeared to be 4 people using hammers or tools, breaking glass cases at K Jewelers store in the mall. The store was closed today, but people in the area were just learning about what happened.
I think it's pretty wild. It's unfortunate to say that I'm not fully surprised because, there's just a lot of theft in SF.
I'm not really surprised. That's what happens here all the time. You don't know.
disappointed to hear, but hopefully nobody was hurt.
San Francisco police say just before 7 last night, officers responded to 20th Avenue for a burglary where several men were vandalizing glass displays and stealing. No arrests have been made yet.
You know, we live in a large metropolitan area. I feel like these places tend to lend themselves to this type of crime, so not exactly surprised. It's kind of part.
The stores basically lend themselves to this. Oh my God. Liberals. I tell you, I hate to even be saying that, but that is the most dumbest thing I've seen somebody say tonight. Besides, Meemaw was supposed to stop the daggone bully over there stealing at the Home Damn Depot.
I feel like these places tend to lend themselves to this type of crime, so not exactly surprised. It's kind of part and parcel of living in a large city like San Francisco. That said, it's always sort of disappointing to hear about something like this happening in our own community.
While people weren't surprised it happened, they also said they were not aware of incidents like this occurring here.
Stonestown is an extremely comfortable place. You know, we're situated in a really safe part of the city, generally speaking.
We reached out to Brookfield
Dummy
Properties Retail, which runs the mall, and K Jewelers for comment, but have not heard back yet, though we were told the team is safe. In San Francisco, Christine.
Safe, thank God, for now. Moving on. Child, you cannot make this shit up. Moving on, back to Chicago. Back to Chicago. 3 injured in attack by man with hatchet-like object at a Chicago McDonald's. Child, I can't take it.
McDonald's workers are recovering after they were stabbed with a hatchet on the job. Scary. Hours after the attack, neighbors called police saying the suspect came back to the scene. Marissa Perlman is live in the Wrightwood neighborhood right now to show us the moment that man was arrested. Good morning, Marissa.
Good morning to both of you. Good to be with you. Yeah, witnesses tell us this all happened after those workers inside this McDonald's denied that man free food. Now, our crews were here when a suspect was arrested directly across the...
You cannot make this ish up.
We're not waiting to hear from police if that suspect is facing any charges. The stabbing happened here at 78th and Western yesterday morning. An 18-year-old man and 2 45-year-old women were in the restaurant when a man walked in. Police say that's when the suspect demanded free food. When he was denied, he pulled out a hatchet-like weapon and started...
Child, do you see the McDonald's sign? I feel like that's... Sorry. I feel like that kind of says something right there. Does your McDonald's look like that? Now, I don't really go to McDonald's, but I don't think the signs look like that. I feel like that's a sign on the sign.
He pulled out a hatchet-like weapon and started striking the victims. One of the women was taken to the hospital in serious condition. The other 2 victims are expected to be okay. Witnesses we spoke with say they spoke with the suspect before he went into the restaurant.
He asked me for $1 for some carpet. I ended up giving him a dollar, and I ended up giving him a Newport. He had to ask on. I didn't know what he was going to do the first time.
What?
Now, at this time this morning, the McDonald's is still not open, just the drive-through. Again, that person was taken into custody and is being questioned. We'll let you know if we hear of any official charges.
Child, he out. Child, he out. We're going to New York now, y'all. Child. Mayor Adams says changes are needed to New York City sanctuary city laws. Oh, Lord, help your people.
With calls for the building for New York City to amend its sanctuary city laws. Just moments ago, Mayor Eric Adams spoke with CBS News New York. His remarks come after the arrest of a homeless migrant who allegedly raped a woman on Coney Island this weekend. Christina Fan is live in the newsroom with exactly what he said. Christina?
Well, Chris, this is not the first time Mayor Adams has criticized the city's sanctuary status. He says once a migrant has been found guilty, served their time, their next stop should be ICE. The mayor and NYPD Chief of Patrol John Schell are calling for charges after the arrest of 24-year-old Daniel Bonilla, who was accused of raping a woman on Coney Island Sunday. Bonilla, a migrant from Nicaragua, was also arrested in 2023 for sexually assaulting a woman at a Brooklyn shelter. Yesterday, Chief Schell said Bonilla should have been deported after he finished serving his sentence in June. Schell and Mayor Adams are calling on city leaders to amend existing legislation so the NYPD can coordinate with Immigration and Customs Enforcement when a migrant is convicted of a violent crime.
What we need to alter are those who are repeated violent offenders.
So in other words, they get 2 chances at minimum in order to hurt you, maim you, delete you, harass you, rob you. Then maybe we can think about sending them back. How stupid does this sound? Come on over, but if you do something wrong, we're going to have to send you back, but only a couple of times, child. Oh my God, I cannot.
After they serve their time, they should be able to be turned over to ICE to be removed from our city.
Now, back in June, council members Robert Holden and Joe Borelli introduced a bill to repeal New York's sanctuary city status. But the bill faces strong objections from the council's left-wing Democratic majority. Immigration advocates, meanwhile, argue the law is needed to protect migrants and encourage them to cooperate with police if they are the victim or witness to a crime. In the newsroom, Christina Fan.
Child, we be living in the Twilight Zone. We already know. We be living in the damn Twilight effing zone, child. Moving on. Let's go to Memphis, child. Oh, this is almost 2 weeks old. Men lured in the Memphis hotel room, robbed at GUN point. You crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. You allowing them to lure your asses? Is that what y'all doing? Shout out to Live from New York. Appreciate you, hon. He said, deport all of them in their exploding battery scooters. You know, the scooters where they were given $7,000 in New York? Shout out to Bunker TV. 7,000 in order to get, remember when this first started, y'all? Take a trip back down memory lane, since all these colors want to be upset because people want to question someone who's an elected official and they want our vote, but we should just, vote her in just because she's allegedly Black. Remember when the migrant crisis started? We watched them come over the daggone wall. They was just waiting to go. Then they went up there and started kicking those veterans out in New York. Remember, they kicked them out of the hotel rooms and they put migrants in there. They said, F you, good luck to you. We got to get them on up in here. Remember when they went to the hotels, the very nice hotels in New York where people that go visit go, and they tore the place up. And then when they said, we're going to take you to Brooklyn, they said, no. And then they started to protest. Remember, they learned how to protest real quick. How the fuck you don't come from here and you're going to sit up here protesting where you going to live for free? That's why, listen, we be knowing. The rest of them can sit up here and say whatever the hell it is that they want. You can sit up here and listen to Roland. You can listen to Ricky Smiling. You can vote for Kamala, but when this shit happens and continues to happen, we're going to be right here saying, I told you, we told you. And again, can't wait to see who the hell they're going to vote for to replace Kim Fox, since most of this tonight has been from damn Chicago. No, and anybody who thinks that Big Tiff cannot get reelected, you crazy, you're not paying attention. I'm sorry, y'all just not paying attention. But keep hope alive, child. Keep hope alive that the feds pick her up. Let's see what's going on in Memphis, child.
Caught on camera, video shows 2 men robbed at gunpoint at a hotel in northeast Memphis. Police tell us this happened just after 9 Saturday night. And tonight, police are still searching for the 3 men involved. Fox 13 Sierra Jordan breaks down the armed robbery. She has the latest information.
2 young men came here to Hotel Lee for a party, but that party turned into a robbery after they were held at gunpoint, and it was all caught on camera.
I couldn't even imagine nothing like that. That's why I don't go to hotels, baby. I got my house.
Take a look at the security video. Police say 3 women invited 2 men into a room for a party at Hotel Elite on Summer Avenue. You see the group walking inside the hotel room. Then 3 armed men come in and police say threatened to kill other men. Seconds later, one of the women starts recording the men getting robbed.
It's not funny. This is not funny. But look at her. People got GUNs to the head. She out here recording for Snapchat, laughing, smiling, yucking it up. Crime is down, y'all. Crime is down. It's that easy to get some men to follow you back to a hotel. The Hotel Elite, though. I'm like, are the migrants there? I guess the migrants ain't over there. Now, mind you, it don't look like a place. Look at this end table, this chair back here. This don't, oh my, you colors. You colors. I can't take it. We gotta rewind that back, child. We getting demonetized anyway, child. Rewind. We going back to Meemaw. She said, baby, I'm gonna go home. I don't need no Hotel Elite. F that.
Camera. I couldn't even imagine nothing like that. That's why I don't go to hotels, baby. I got my house.
Take a look at the security video. Police say 3 women invited 2 men into a room for a party at Hotel Elite on Summer Avenue. You see the group walking inside the hotel room. Then,
child, you see that hair? That's what y'all falling for. No shade. Look at that. It's natural, I guess. That's what y'all like. She look like she might be third damn teen. Woo, you should be questioning, girl, how you get a room? They could be all kids, though. Shout out to the Zaz. We didn't forget about you, Zaz. I didn't anyway.
Walking inside the hotel room. Then 3 armed men come in and police say threatened to kill other men. Seconds later, one of the women starts recording the men getting robbed.
People, they should not, use guns.
iPhones, Apple Watches, and shoes were stolen from both victims.
You can't walk around being safe. Like, you have to have a gun. And if they see you without it, they look at you like a target.
We went to the hotel's management office for answers on their security policy. We spoke to the manager on the phone.
I was off. It was on Saturday. You would have to speak with my boss about that, not me.
We spoke to a woman staying at the hotel about her concerns with security. She did not want to be on camera to protect her identity.
They have security here at night, though, but that's the thing. I don't, like, half the time they're here, half the time they're not. And this gate right there is broken. It's trash.
We reached out to Memphis police for an update on the robbery. They say they have no suspects in custody, but the investigation continues. If you have any information related to what happened here, reach out to Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CAT.
Anybody have any information on that? Bueller. Shout out to Memphis, Bueller. Don't forget, though, crime is down. Crime is down. Watch out for these biatches, crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. They did look like kids. I ain't even gonna lie. They look like very young people. Not that makes it good, but I'm just like, this what y'all doing? This all you got time for in your life? You can't trust nobody. I told y'all, everybody crazy. Everybody crazy. All right. You ain't got to believe me. Shout out to RB and Through the Fire podcast up in here. I appreciate you, hun. He said, believe all black women while she set you up to be Jack. It's not her fault. She's just trying to feed her family. Okay. You don't know, RB, and you don't know. And that's why you all need to vote for Kamala, because as long as an AKA gets sworn in on MLK by a DST, first black woman justice on the court, that's all that matters. And if you don't do it, then there's something wrong with you, because symbolism is all that these coloreds want. Shout out to Prince Elian with another 5. I appreciate you, hon. He said, side note. Just got some info that if Harris looks like she can't beat Trump, the Dems are looking to replace Biden with Harris before the election. I thought that was the play anyway. I told y'all that I thought that's what the play was. But then Joe came out here looking half damn crazy, and it's like, y'all already knew what it was. So now what? Yeah, something sneaky. We'll see. We be watching. Nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me. Child, moving on, y'all. Moving on. Where is this at? I don't know where this is at. WRAL. Is it Louisiana or something? 4 SHOT'd, including a 6-year-old child. Mother is dead, and the suspect died by self-deletion. I'm not really sure where this is, but I guess we'll find out in a second. Shout out to Dr. G. Thank you. Not coloring. Shout out to Dr. G. I appreciate you as always, sir. Thank you so much. He's like, colors is coloring. Not that we don't already know. All right. I don't know what this is about. I haven't seen there, none of it. WRAL, if anyone knows who is North Carolina. It's North Carolina. So we haven't been here. So thank you so much, Dr. G. Shout out to everybody who's donated, everyone who is here. Please hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new.
News from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
We start this evening with breaking news. This mother right here is dead, and her 6-year-old is in critical condition. 2 other people were injured, and the suspect is dead. All in what investigators are calling a murder-suicide. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Julian Grace. Well, this situation played out across 2 counties early this morning. Crime scenes in Wilson and also Nash County. WRAL's Carly Haynes is live in Wilson County at the sheriff's office there. Carly, what more can you tell us?
Well, law enforcement believes that this all got started through a domestic dispute. Now, the Wilson County Sheriff's Office says that 6-year-old is currently undergoing surgery. It's unclear if she's going to live at this point. 2 of the other victims were taken to ECU Health, also undergoing surgery. I want to show you the location where this all got started. This was the scene hours later at a home in Wilson County where deputies say that first shooting happened. At 5 this morning, deputies found a man and a woman shot here. The sheriff's office said the suspect, 32-year-old Daquan Jones, then drove off with a woman whom he had a relationship with.
Daquan, DeMarcus, Darkus, Dayon. What was his name in L.A.? Dayon. Stop the car, Dayon. Whatever his name was. Oh, Lord.
With and her 6-year-old child, later dropping off that child at a home in Nash County with a gunshot wound. Listen to this Broadcastify radio traffic from Nash County EMS.
Passenger call units reference Lee Road. Sheriff's office on scene advises going to be a 6-year-old female victim with shallow breathing. Is requesting emergency traffic.
And Jones is accused of then driving to a friend's home on Jamie Road in Nash County, then shooting himself. The woman he was with was found dead in her car. I want to go now to WRAL's Laura Levine, who actually spoke with the friend at that crime scene.
Then why would you go to your quote unquote friend's home in order to self-delete? I can't.
The hours-long investigation began in Wilson County, where several people were shot, including that 6-year-old girl. The investigation ended right here on Jamie Road in Nash County, where investigators found a woman dead inside of a car and a man shot dead inside of this house. Nash County Sheriff deputies surrounded this home on Jamie Road. Family members of the victim wiping tears and holding each other as the bodies were removed from the scene.
It happened. And it's like a Lifetime movie.
Unfortunately, this is no movie. Sean Alston lives at the home that has now become the center of a crime scene. He said he was sleeping when he heard his friend Daquan Jones come in the house. Describe what you heard then.
Nothing. Pal.
You coloreds. You coloreds. I tell you, y'all want to stay on TV. What'd you hear? Nothing. Pal. I'm supposed to take everything seriously. Oh my God, I'm not laughing at this situation. I'm laughing at Chill and Versatile Child. Oh my God, I can't stand y'all. I cannot take Maybe he was about to put a what is it called? Oh, a heron from the landfill. Child, I can't do this. I cannot do this. You colors, you are too damn much. I can't take it. Shout out to Casey Cat. I appreciate you, hon. Oh my God. She said all those people covering up Biden's issues all this time. Kamala, Jill, Hunter. How we throwing Hunter in there? Hunter got his own problems. Don't forget that he been convicted. So we waiting to see what happens with him and if Joe will go ahead and pardon him now that he ain't coming back. Pelosi, Hillary, Obama, and others should be charged with treason. You know that ain't gonna happen. Child. Y'all, what is going on around here? This is crazy.
Pal. And then police. Get down.
Quick moments, and he had no idea what was going on. But he tells me he has known both Jones and his now dead girlfriend for years, still processing the loss of life. He seems so numb to the situation. I'm sure it's
For now.
I spoke with Sheriff Keith Stone by phone while I was on the scene about how this situation unfolded.
There is a BOLO put out for the possible suspect, and the suspect was located in Nash County near a gold rock. And when officers pulled up, there was one shot.
That's Boss Hogg on the phone. If you know, you know.
I fired. Law enforcement made entry into the house and found one subject that was deceased inside of the house.
Jones was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Before that, he shot his girlfriend. She was found dead inside of the car Jones was driving when he fled the scene at Weaver Circle. And family members related to the victim that was found here on Jamie Road tell me that it was too soon to talk about the situation. However, they ask for prayers from the community at this time. Laura Levine, WREL.
Clearly, it wasn't too much for the friend to talk about it. I do agree, though. She is a good-looking woman. Hey, girl, looking good over there, child. So you over there trying to talk to that dude. You know he ain't had nothing positive to offer. Moving on, child. Moving on. Child, we could do this all night, all right? Oakland targeted California. Oakland targeted attack leave elderly residents pleading for help. Oh, Meemaw and Paw, come on now.
Of the housing complex say their everyday lives have become waking nightmares. Good evening. I'm Claudine Wong.
And I'm Greg Lee. The victims, mostly women of Asian descent, have been robbed and beaten.
New at 5 tonight, our crime reporter Henry Lee is live for us in Oakland after hearing from residents. Henry?
Yeah, these residents are scared even to leave their complex. That means they're not going on walks to the park.
So they send the Asian man to cover the Asian story. They send you ninjas to cover the ninja story. Anybody noticing that? Is this racist?
To the store, not doing anything they're supposed to be doing while enjoying their retirement.
Oh.
He beat her.
Ooh.
Not only the money, he beat her. She get hurt.
Maria Sang says her 80-year-old neighbor was attacked and held up, one of 15 residents of an Oakland senior housing community, most of them elderly women of Asian descent, who've been targeted by robbers over the past month.
All the seniors scared to go out. They stop all their activities. They scared to go shopping, grocery, walk around this area. Please help us. One day we all get out.
Girl, this is Oakland. Where's Shanghai? Girl, call Shanghai. She gonna help you. That's her job, child. Go call her up. Child, go call her up. She there to help you. She there to help you. Okay? Call Shanghai or her man. I'm sure they'll be able to assist. Okay. Chips has already come in. Oakland police, I guess, are there. They can't control nothing. They trying to recall her. So are you for or against it? Are y'all going to continue to? I don't know who's running out here. If anybody in California, Oakland. But child, who y'all going to vote for? You going to have Shanghai come back in there? Sounds like she ain't doing a good job. Oh yeah, you got they got Patty. Their DA is Patty. You know, the one with the curly wig on, child, looking half damn crazy. Okay, she won't prosecute nobody, and y'all be slowly but surely becoming the next damn Chicago. Oakland is slowly but surely becoming the next Chicago. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. That's how you say her name, Chantal. That's how you say her name. Where's she been at? I'm gonna hunt her ass down. We need to talk about her this weekend. Where you at, Chantal? What's going on? Help these people. Get your ass out here and help these people.
Shouldn't be lived like these conditions.
Girl.
On Friday, a woman who lives at Westlake Christian Terrace became the latest victim. Surveillance video shows 3 guys jump out of a Kia Sorento. They run to the woman at 28th and Broadway, pull her to the ground, and drag her on the sidewalk.
Hold up. Let me rewind. Let's see what we can see here. See if anything is new or different around here. Let's see.
A woman who lives at Westlake Christian Terrace became the latest victim. Surveillance video shows 3 guys jump out of a Kia Sorento. They run to the
3 men, 3 males, 3 guys, Kia Sorento. Sounding a little familiar.
Woman at 28th and Broadway, pull her to the ground and drag her on the sidewalk. But then 2 workers at Volkswagen of Oakland run out and try to stop them. One robber pulls out a gun and they drove off.
It took me a second to register. I just thought about my family and kind of made me stop because I still wanted to chase them.
Dealership employee John Arose tells me he's seen robbers repeatedly targeting victims from the senior housing complex.
It's just very unfortunate. It's disgusting behavior, and
Very.
I will do it.
Sir, did you go call Chantal? Did you ask her what the hell it is she gonna do? Did you ask her what the hell it is that she gonna do? Shout out to David Tyler, Pamela Price. Yep. That's exactly who it is. She won't prosecute nobody. She letting everybody go. And I'm assuming, since the MO is the same, that it's the usual suspects. I said that. I meant that. Okay? Now you over here messing with me, Ma, and Paw. They can't even live the rest of their lives in peace. And Chantal ain't doing nothing about it. Move, and don't move to Chicago.
Do anything to stop it as much as possible.
When is the violence going to stop?
Ask Chantal.
Sister Marie Taylor heads the resident council.
Not only are they just grabbing and kicking them, but now they're using guns to also intimidate and make sure they get what they want.
Oakland Chinatown leader Carl Chan's asking for more resources in the form of shuttles, chaperones, and a beefed-up law enforcement presence.
They're supposed to be getting respect, love, and care. But instead, they're facing all these crimes, targeting them.
We should all be outraged and disgusted by the fact that our seniors and elders are subjected to violence.
Oakland deputy.
Sir, let me just tell you something right now, all right? Black people will say, you got an Asian hate crime bill. I promise you that's what they're going to say. So you got everything that you need. But I'm sure Kamala will come through for you at some point. But go right now, go on downtown, wherever the mayor's office is, and make an appointment with Chantal and see what the hell it is that she can do for you. Or go call Gavin, child. He in charge of this damn state. Go call Gavin. See what he can do to help y'all. That's not me being rude. I'm really not being rude, but all I'm saying is that those are the people you need to be contacting. Why they not out there with you? Why they not out here talking to you? What is going on with these people? And is Gavin up? I guess he's not. I guess it's not a maritime. But when he comes back up, are y'all going to let him stay there since he's not going to be the vice presidential candidate? Thank the Lord for small favors. What y'all going to do around election time? Who are you bringing up in that bitch? Are y'all going to let Patty to still be in there? Pamela Price? Patty Price, PP, you going to allow her to still get on up in there? She ain't doing shit for y'all. She doing the same thing that Kim Fox is doing. Nothing.
Elders are subjected to violence.
Oakland Deputy Police Chief Frederick Shavy says several juveniles have been arrested, but that other robbery crews are still at large. He says police have stepped up patrols.
We want individuals in that community to feel safe. We also want
another black man, a Negro, a colored in charge of the police. Oh, Lord, what is going on around here?
to bring some sort of justice to those who've been victimized.
Now, at Oakland, police tell me 7 juveniles have been arrested. 3 of them have been charged, but these holdups are continuing. So these residents are pleading for more protection and peace in their golden years.
Juveniles, child, they home. They are home doing the same thing somewhere else, plotting to come back over to that same neighborhood, and their parents probably don't even know what happened. Moving on, child, moving on. Let me go ahead and let y'all see this. This is from 2 weeks ago. ABC 7, more student debt relief coming this fall. Oh, surprise, surprise, y'all. Surprise, surprise.
More student debt relief could come to tens of millions of borrowers this fall. Eyewitness News reporter Mark Kodoropoulos joins us live from the newsroom with the latest on this. Mark.
Yeah, Rachel, good morning. This news just coming out overnight. Nothing yet is finalized or guaranteed, but it's certainly some good news for millions of Americans struggling to pay off their student loans. If that is you, check your email today. The U.S. Department of Education will be emailing borrowers with updates on this potential debt relief. If you don't want the relief, you have until August 30th to call your servicer and opt out. Once rules are finalized, it means debt relief could come as soon as October. This morning, we do have some insight on who might be eligible. The largest group includes people with runaway interest, people who owe a larger debt now than they did when they initially took out their loans due to ballooning interest. The relief would reduce or cancel the interest that's built up depending on income levels. Next in line would be people paying their...
Oh, there's JoJo. Oh, there's JoJo. You coloreds ain't got no problem with this.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
You got a problem with people questioning Kamala, what she gonna do, how she gonna do it, where she gonna do it at, and that's a problem. Y'all, that's why I can't take you colored seriously.
Loans for 20 years or longer, but still haven't paid them off.
Oh, 20
if it's
years.
implemented as drafted, and if it survives expected lawsuits, this could give some amount of relief to 25 million people. More information will be released this coming fall. President Biden says to notify borrowers of the options now will help them basically move more quickly once the rules are finalized, making this process super easy. The Department of Education says no application would be needed, no action necessary. Again, unless you don't want the help, you will need to opt out. Live in the news, you're Mark Kodoropoulos, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Y'all ain't got to do nothing. He just going to come and pay everything off. In case y'all wasn't aware, I had to make sure I snuck that on in there. I only got a couple more. Y'all only got a couple more. Let's go to Philly. Shout out to Philly. This is 4 weeks ago. Amazon worker fires GUN shots in South Philly during altercation with a school bus aide child.
More breaking news we're following right now. Philadelphia police have responded to a shooting involving a person delivering packages for Amazon. One person is in custody at this hour. Action News reporter Leland Pender live for us now at the scene in South Philadelphia with the breaking details. Leland.
Yeah, Shari, take a look. That Amazon van is still here on the scene at Christian and 17th following that shooting. Police say a school bus full of children had to be rushed into nearby Stanton Elementary School to safety. Now, here's some video from a short time ago. Police say that school bus carrying those campers was trying to make a turn here, but couldn't do it because of the way the Amazon van was parked. They say an aide got off of the school bus and asked the Amazon worker to move the van, and from there an altercation began. Now, we're told some staff from the elementary school tried to intervene, but police say ultimately the Amazon worker produced a gun and fired shots. Now, thankfully, no one was hit, but neighbors were still concerned this happened in broad daylight around children.
This makes me think that I need to check back in on that case where the child got SHOT'd as they was just trying to go to the playground at that daycare center. I feel like I haven't seen anything crazy, child. I guess Amazon workers said I need to be protected too. Now, I'm not saying this is all right because I'm a little still confused, but still, Amazon people need to do what they got to do.
Tree school, daycares, YMCA, and the kids are out. It's summertime. They're walking to places, going to the playgrounds. So anytime something like this happens, it's obviously concerning.
Yeah, and police say the Amazon worker is in custody and will face charges. They've not been identified at this time. Police also hoping to obtain some video in the area to aid in their investigation. But for now, live in South Philadelphia, Leland Pinder, Channel 6.
Thanks, Leland. Let me get on up off of here because I see that SNAKE. I can't do it. Moving on, y'all. All right, this is the last one. This is in Florida. This is not crime. Well, it's crime. It is crime. What's it called? 94 people in Florida accused of defrauding the government during C-19 pandemic so far. Woo! Shout out to Florida.
New at 6, following the money. Dozens of people in Florida, including several right here in Jacksonville, are paying the price after being accused of misusing COVID-19 loans. News4Jax reporter John Asibis went through the court documents and spoke with the U.S. attorney about the cases.
Well, why don't Joe just go ahead and just give them a refund like he about to do for the daggone student loans? What's the damn difference? Child.
It's a list that features 89 names of people federal investigators.
Pause. Damn, look at all these names. Look like white people. Shout out to White People Wednesday. Ellen Pinckney, wire fraud, 40K. Nicole Bramble King, 40K. Devontae, Negro. Daraville, 480K. Jordan Ross, $1.3 million. Erica Nokako, $2.3 million. Child, everybody was going for the gusto. Everybody was going for the gusto, y'all. I cannot.
People federal investigators say took money from the federal government during the COVID pandemic and didn't use it how they said they would. And that's
$8 million. Did you think that the government would not notice $8 million? What is wrong with you people? Evan and Joshua Edwards. Woo!
how they said they would. And that's just the numbers on the list.
Now the list has 94 names because we've charged another 5 cases.
All totaling to more than $84 million that investigators say was fraudulently used.
You look at these simpler schemes and wonder how these people thought that they were going to be able to keep this money for forever.
I'm speaking with Michael Wallfield, Assistant Special Agent in charge with IRS Criminal Investigations. He says some of the claims were head-scratching.
It was claimed that it was a necessary expense to pay off gambling losses in order to talk to clients. It obviously the jury.
I need to try that. They still offering them PPPs. I'm gonna need some loans. I'm gonna need a loan so I can pay off my gambling debts to Big Biff.
Jury didn't believe that that made any sense.
How does this affect me when you look at this list of people totaling the damages that were done? How does this affect the average person sitting at home right now?
Ultimately, it's either the banks or the taxpayer or both that pay this money. And as a business owner, that is often recouped through the taxpayer.
The people on the list include 6 people from Jacksonville accused of fraud. They were tracked down by a COVID-19 task force formed in March of 2020, consisting of multiple government agencies.
Oh, they was ready for y'all. They said C-19 started in March 2020. They said the task force started in March 2020. They was ready.
Consisting of multiple government agencies that essentially followed receipts that led them ultimately to the courtroom. U.S. Attorney Roger Handberg is going after every one of them.
We often see the real egregious aspects of these cases in the spending because a lot of times the spending is on luxury cars, luxury homes.
That can be said for Kenneth Landers, who's the founder of a nonprofit called the American Veterans Service Project. He was found guilty for abusing the payroll protection program, which gave money out to prop up businesses during the pandemic. It was commonly one of the most abused programs. Landers instead spent some of the money on a 1970 Jaguar XKE.
Oh my goodness, America is ghetto. Okay, ghetto. What in the world? I'm going to go and I'm going to get this loan so I can get me a Jaguar. So in other words, y'all can't afford shit. So y'all just going to go ahead and think that the government is going to let you get away with this money or taking this money for a business that probably wasn't even started in the time frame that it needed to be started. Oh my goodness gracious.
Roadster. And that's just $80,000 or so of the $900,000 the court ordered him to forfeit.
We saw people who were taking businesses that were defunct or didn't have the revenues they claimed to have or the employees they claimed to have and use those to get loans.
Handberg expects to see more cases like this as they continue to track down the COVID relief funding.
It's galling that there's individuals out there who took advantage of that historic situation and are trying to line their own pockets. And so the message I have is we are continuing to work on these cases. We are continuing to turn over every rock, to follow up on every lead. And if we can find perpetrators of this fraud, we are going to bring those cases to be able to do justice.
Jonna Sievetz, Channel 4, the local station.
Shout out to Roger. He said he's going after everybody. Roger, we are here for it. Get him. Roger, get him. Okay, and keep bringing these stories to the daggone news because we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Yo, millions and millions of dollars to live a life that you know damn well that you can't damn afford. This is where we are with freaking America, the US of A. And I'm sure it'll be, you don't know, it's not right, it's not fair. This is not even about colors right now. This is about everybody because everybody was trying to do this mess, saying stuff that made no sense whatsoever to try to defraud the government. Child, I'm done with this. Child, it's 2.5 hours. Crime is down, okay? If you don't believe it, too bad. Y'all better, shout out to everybody who is here on White People Wednesday, but you coloreds better go ahead and vote for Kamala or else Ricky Smiley gonna come after you, Roland gonna come after you, Joy Reid gonna come after you, and all the commenters in the comments are gonna come after you too because they done lost their everlasting black ass mind, all right? I'm not gonna get back on that. I'm just gonna say that crime is down. And whatever Joe believed in is what Kamala believes in. Since no one wants to tell us anything, that's where we're going to go with it. Can't wait to see what happens next week. Child, we got a conflict because Monday is the township meeting, and then that's the first day of the DNC. It's going to be a long Monday. Get yourselves together and get ready for it. Hopefully tomorrow we are going to do Thornton Township. As long as we can find someone who's streaming it and see how mad Big Tiff gets if she shows up. Because they trying to stop her spending. That's what I think is about to happen. And anyone that doesn't like the way that I feel or the things that let me rephrase, the things that I say about Kamala, please unsubscribe and carry your ass on somewhere else because I do not care. All good in the hood. But shout out to all of those that do have some common sense and are here, that were here tonight. I see you. I appreciate you. If you're on replay, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I see you, TQS, coming up in here, booing me. I see you. Shout out to all of the trolls. Shout out to everybody that donated today. Shout out to every single channel member, everyone, all the mods. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Again, we'll be back tomorrow, long as Big Tiff is on. If Big Tiff is not on, or the township, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to tell you. I need a break. All right. So I appreciate you. Again, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.
You got on y'all breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook.
Breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook, y'all, in case you didn't know. Breast, booty. Breast, booty, thighs. Booty, thighs, breast, booty, thighs, breast, booty, thighs. World on the
booty, thighs, lips. That's the word on the hook. Breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the word on the hook. Booty, that's the word on the hook. Booty, thighs, lips. That's the word on the hook. Booty, thighs, that's the word on the hook. Booty, thighs, lips. That's the word on the hook. Booty, that's the word on the hook. Booty, thighs.